Welcome to the Horror Hangout, a podcast where film fans usually watch the best and worst horror films of all time and talk about them, but every so often we get everyone together and have a lovely bit of a horror quiz, and that is just such an occasion today. My name is Andy Conduit-Turner, and I am joined by a plethora of special guests, an embarrassment of riches. First, my regular co-host, the supreme dream maker, the master of fear, Mr. Ben Errington himself. Ben, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm feeling nervous and confident together. Is that an interesting combination of things?
A wonderful mix, a wonderful mix. Conflicted is how you're feeling.
Yeah,
And as you
that's
said
right.
that, you were zoomed in on my screen. I think it was very dramatic. He is joined by a man without convictions, a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. He comes and goes. Mr. Luke Kondor with a K. How you doing?
Hello, it's good to be back. Hoping I can, well, after last year losing my horror movie fan card, maybe I can win it back this year. We'll see.
Open so Luke. The millions and millions of people that get in touch with us, sometimes on Twitter, we wouldn't hear it over there, of course, unless you pay for a blue tick. But everywhere else, they've been crying out. When's Luke Kondor going to be coming back? There'll be many a jeans creamed this evening with you back
Yeah.
with us.
Oh,
Welcome.
Jesus, many.
Oh, already with the gene creaming.
You gotta come to this expect. That voice you heard is one of our wonderful guests, someone who watches every breath you take, every move you make, every time you stay. You better well pray. It is Ash Millman. Ash, how you doing?
Hello, I'm feeling the sting of excitement for this one, let me tell you.
Well,
This has been rehearsed. This is almost too good.
no, this is ad lib, and I'm getting more and more stressed with every single one of these as I go through them. And in the gathering storm comes a tall, handsome woman in a dusty black coat with a red right hand. It is Liz Bishop. Hello, Liz. How you doing?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you. That was brilliant. Well done.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's the
can't
hardest thing
take
I
it
have to
like
do
you.
tonight.
Don't suck up to the judge. You can't get any extra points.
I'm going to be shit at this quiz. I need to do what I can. All right. I'm
Same,
not above
Andy. Andy,
to get
you
my
are
way.
gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, well, Luke, thank you. 1 point for Luke.
Let's just
No such favoritism. As you know, I looked back at these when I was making sure I wasn't repeating any of the pictures in particular. It's the 8th one we've done of these, everybody. Keep turning up and do it every year. My goodness.
Wow.
Will it be the best one yet? I think so. Before we get beginning, obviously it is a very special and festive time of year, which means the year is almost over. We'll be doing a whole episode on our best and our picks of the year, so I won't dwell on it too much, but we have guests here, so I'll turn it to some of you. Highlights in horror in 2024 for you. Liz, you're the top left of my screen, so I'll ask you first.
So my favourite horror of 2024, I think a lot of people have expected it to be The Substance because it's great, or Strange Darling because I'm a massive Kyle Gallner fan. But it's actually Infested, the like spider film by the guy Sebastian Vanasek, who is going to be directing the next Evil Dead film. He did a really cool like spider horror that dropped on Shudder with not that much fanfare, and I just absolutely loved it. It was exactly what I needed at that time, like something really fun, something that made me jump, something that made me want to crawl up my own arse to get away from it. So yeah, that's
Familiar
my
feeling.
highlight of the year. Yeah, I just loved it. I thought it was great, and I think it's really exciting that he's going to be doing the next Evil Dead because I think
Yeah, really
he
excited by
obviously
that
knows
one.
what he's doing. So,
And a different voice as well. Ash, how about you? Big highlights for this year. You've been very busy.
Well, my highlight of this year is a film I haven't seen yet and isn't out yet, but I feel like Nosferatu is going to be my favorite film. So I'm going to say that preemptively for when I come back after my other answers and go, oh, it was Nosferatu actually. But my actual favorite film of the year is The Substance. I am a basic bitch because the other one is Alien Romulus as well. I do like the heavy hitters this year. I liked the big cinematic moments of both of them, and I don't know, it made the cinema feel really fun again for me, those two. So I really grooved with them and their messaging. So
I mean, as someone who regularly presents on horror, I think you're allowed an answer that becomes really popular because surely everyone's saying it because they heard it from you, right?
yeah, I'm a tastemaker. What can I say? Yeah, I give
Absolute
it a I
kingmaker
give it a
out here.
lick. I give it a lick, and I say that's good. That's good stuff.
That's good.
everybody."
Whack it in your dinner.
Yeah, go for it.
How about you, Luke? Any big highlights this year for you in the horror space? I know you've mostly been doing nice things this year, but you had a bit of time for some creepy
I
things,
watched some
right?
horror. I watched The Substance was the first film I watched with my new wife after we got married, and it was an interesting experience, and I loved it quite a lot. But I want to give a shout out to Balbalaya 3 because I watch a lot of Bollywood movies these days, and I'm guessing our audience doesn't watch too many Bollywood movies. But there's Bollywood does horror movies differently. There's all the singing and the dancing. It's not quite how we expect horror movies to be. But there's a film called Balbalaya 3, and it's got a great dance sequence in it, which I know horror movie fans love.
Horror movie fans are absolutely lousy for dance sequences. They love them.
Balbalaya 3.
Balbalaya,
Check it out.
What's
Don't
the
get them
deal?
offered enough, do you? Like, I hearing that there's dance sequences in it, I'm like, actually, I haven't seen enough of that in horror movies.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's some good dancing bits in Smile too, I remember, which I also really liked.
Yeah.
I know Smile
yeah.
isn't. I don't know if you. I don't know if you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, but I love the Smile movies quite a lot.
Yeah.
I
Enjoyed the
liked
second
the
one.
second one. I reviewed it recently, actually. Like, I was a bit tepid going in to Smile 2 because I didn't like the ending of the first one very much, and
What?
I thought,
Explain yourself.
I thought the ending was a little bit in a depressing time in our world. The ending was sort of, trauma's inevitable, kill yourself, why don't you? And also the best scare in the film is made with a directorial technique known as copying from Terrified.
Yes, that's
So I marked it down for that quite harshly. So I didn't rush out to the cinema to see Smile 2, and I've seen it just last week in the run up to trying to finish off everything for this year that I didn't catch. And I'm sad I didn't see it at the cinema because actually I think stylistically it was really good. The story hit me a lot better. I think a step up in literally every direction.
I still
Naomi
haven't
Scott.
seen it. It's one of the big hitters that I've just not caught. So I'm
Oh, you're in
scared
for a
I'm gonna get asked about
treat.
that.
It's
I
very
know
good.
I love the
Great.
first one, so I know I'll love it, but it just came out at a time
Na-
where I was too busy.
Naomi
Wow.
Scott is so good. Like next level face acting, just like next level, unbelievable, and constant like, how's she gonna get out of this shit then? Within every 10 seconds, it was intense. I didn't really like the first one, so I was surprised.
With a different actor and a different score, some of the farces she goes through, it could be an episode of like Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, where it just gets slightly worse all the time. Put Michael Crawford in that and a funny soundtrack. Have her doing some
Does
rollerblading
her
at
own
the end.
stunts.
Totally different movie.
It was a great opening sequence as well, right? I feel like that could have been a
The
film in
Kyle
itself.
Gallner
Yeah.
bits. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Genuinely got a jump out of me
I
just
feel like
watching it
there's
on
a-
like a laptop screen as well. Like,
There's a Smile 1.5 somewhere where he is the lead, and I want
Yeah.
to see that.
just
Yeah.
his
Me too.
stressful week
The
as a web
DLC.
series.
Kyle's stressful week.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, he's great.
We know you would, Liz, after our love in discussing Strange Darling. And
I would literally watch him paint a white wall white. There's nothing that I would not watch that man do, to be honest.
what are
I
you
mean,
doing
you've
there,
seen some of the
Kyle?
films
Painting
that
this
came
white
out
wall?
recently, sort of experimental movies. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that would be made.
I'll take it.
Let's do it.
How about you, Ben?
Oh my god. I mean, it has been a great year for horror. The Substance, I'm going to go straight in there, basic bitch style, like you, Ash, and say it's probably my favorite because we missed it as the final film of Fright Fest, and everyone was going crazy for it, and we were like, oh, we should probably watch that, and then it's absolutely blown up. Strange Darling as well, I loved. I did like Longlegs, and I keep thinking about it. That's a film that's kind of stuck with me. Stop motion as well. That's another one. And I'm being greedy and mentioning lots of things. But I think my favorite piece of horror media this year has been Silent Hill 2 because, oh my God, it really affected me. And I remember like the original Silent Hill 2 really affected me. But this was like next level. Ash, I've been watching you play it as well. I've been trying to like not spoil. I don't want to. I need to stay ahead of you, if that makes sense, in terms of what I'm watching. But I've watched you play the whole thing now, and yeah, just a amazing experience. Such a well-made game. I think a lot of people had a lot of worries about it when we first saw the trailer, but it's probably like the perfect remake, I would say, because it's just elaborated on the combat and everything else, and the performances are great as well. And obviously, it scooped loads of awards at Horror Game Awards, which you presented, Ash. So amazing. Hell yeah. And
Oh,
I want to
it's
go and get
so
another
good.
ending now, I think.
It's amazing. Oh, well, I was so I was gassed at my ending. I was like, fuck Maria. But no, I didn't realize we could have games as well. I need to say Home Safety Hotline as my shout out for Indie Horror Game of the Year, because Silent Hill 2 obviously is fantastic. Still Wakes the Deep is fantastic, but Home Safety Hotline needs a little shout out as Indie Horror Game of the Year because it's so fun and it's just like Cryptid Simulator. Play it.
Oh, yeah, that does sound good. Did you finish Silent Hill 2, Liz?
Yes.
You did.
I think I finished it maybe a few days after we spoke. I can't remember. I did finish it and I got the Maria ending, which really annoyed me because she a hoe.
Sheer hoe.
Yeah, but I
Whoa!
did really enjoy it. I did really, really enjoy it. I thought it was great. It
I
was
felt like I could have wandered around that
scary.
hotel in the end, like forever. It just felt like,
Yeah, it felt really long, but like in
yeah,
a good way.
yeah,
Like I didn't feel like
I
I
want to
rushed
stay there.
through it. Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, really good.
Andy,
I've asked Santa Claus for a copy, so I might
have you?
might see if I've been very good.
Ooh.
Maybe
You're
he'll
very, very good.
maybe I'll drop a little Silent Hill 2 under my Christmas
Can I
tree, and then
can I just add one more recommendation based on our
yes, you may.
last week's episode, Christmas Evil, talking about talking with the Dead Northern guys, because they recommended a film called Don't Open Till Christmas, and I went and checked that out, and oh my god, it is the sleaziest, sauciest
Oh.
British slasher I can imagine. It was so good. Like I'll tell you what it reminded me of, Andy. Bloody New Year.
Bloody
But
New Year, one of my
very,
favorites.
very similar. A very
Sometimes
British.
you'll fall foul of some men at the carnival, and they'll
Yeah.
and they'll chase you to a ghost island.
It was like a real oddball, like British slasher, and it's got like Giallo vibes, I think. But a very, very strange film. Check it out.
Where's that to watch? Because I've one of my favourite podcasts just covered that as
Did
well.
they?
But I was
So
like, I've never even heard of it.
I watched it again on NYX TV because
Oh,
they've been showing like a horror film every night. But I think it might be on Shudder. I swear, you know, one of those things where you watch a film and then suddenly it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I swear it was on Shudder or something like that. So yeah,
Okay.
go and check it out. It's very
Just predicting we may be sponsored by NYX TV next week because Ben mentions
I'm
it
hoping
every.
so. I'm hoping so. It's very like un-PC as well. You know, when you're like, they can't say that. Well, they bloody did in 1984. It was
John Cleese will be on saying you can't make things like this anymore.
it was outrageous. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Andy, what was your favorite of the year?
Oh, I kind of don't want to spoil anything and give anything away because I feel if I mention anything that I've got a question about, then have I seeded anything discussion here? Lots of the same things as you have mentioned. There's a lot of. I think the substance was great. I really liked a lot of the things we saw at various festivals this year. One thing I will tell you, I saw it. I tell you what, I'm confirming I don't have a question about this. As a fun slasher, and something that will surprise you, I've been talking about it a lot this year already, but we've seen it twice at festivals. I really liked The Invisible Raptor as like a fun thing that you would write off from its title as being a sci-fi movie, like late at night on a terrible channel, but truly a good horror comedy with a lot of heart, but with a lot of heart to it. And glad to see it get a general release now. It's had a US cinema release. It's out available on demand over there as well. So our physical releases shortly. Yeah, that was a big highlight for me this year. A lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
Well, Andy, host Andy, question master Andy, I think you have fantastic taste, and that's a really great show.
Thank you. I'll just make a quick note of that there. I tell you what, first things first, because fairness is important, not just who is the nicest. I have an opening question for you all, which is not a question I would expect you to know the exact answer to unless you've been revising real hard. but it does mean the order that you get to pick your group of questions to make sure that this is all completely random and no one's going to be like, oh, I got a shitload of questions. Mine were well harder. Well, you chose them. All right. So the opening question I have for all of you, and then I tell you what, I'll go by number of appearances on the show in reverse order. So Ben, you will go last, unfortunately, but this is the guest versus host prerogative. I would like to know, as of Saturday evening, so just a couple of days ago, how many horror films under the horror genre are listed on Letterboxd? Whoever gets closest will get to pick first.
For all time, or just
year,
this year?
or like
No,
all time?
of all time. So literally, I went into Letterboxd, hit browse, and then I filtered it to horror films.
I'm kind of glad
And
it's
I would
not
like
me
to
going
know.
first now because 300 no.
Films exist like in all genres. That's the question.
So no points for this. This is just the order that you will get to pick which set of questions you would like. Maybe if it's a disadvantage going first, then maybe as the regular host, I will turn to you first, then Ben.
That. That's not what I meant. No. I didn't go, oh, that's not fair. I'm glad it's not me going first. Make me go first.
I see what you're saying there, Ben. So you probably should go first.
How many films? Let's say.
How many films on Letterboxd as of Saturday evening?
I'm gonna shit the bed with an absolutely awful answer from the word go, aren't I? 87,000? No. 18,000.
18,000.
And 36.
18,036. Luke, I will turn to you next.
It is exactly 122,036.
122,036.
I'm confident.
Okay. Ash, you have 10 more episodes than Liz, so I'll turn to you next.
150,036.
150,036.
I can't remember what I said now. What did I say?
You, Ben,
Something wrong.
said 18,036.
That feels silly now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Liz, I'll turn to you last.
I'm just going to go for 136,000.
136.
No, 36.
1,000. Well, let me have a quick look. I'll total these up here.
18,000. That's just like how many Uwe Boll's directed. He's covered it with all of them.
I mean,
I feel like 18,000 is quite low for all time.
But it depends how many have been put on Letterboxd because they have to be manually put on there, right?
That's true.
A lot of admin.
I know in one year, in the zombie boom year, there was a zombie film for every day of the year, and that's just in the subgenre of zombie films for 1 year. So that's like 365.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot
And you
of
got to
time as well
think,
there,
you're right.
isn't there?
Anyone who does like a short or anything like that, they can put it on Letterboxd. The correct answer, no one was close. Everyone was quite out by different directions, though. The actual answer is 59,910 as of Saturday evening. It's probably more than that already. So, taking that,
what did I say?
almost magically,
18.
you get to pick first. You get to pick first, Ben, because you were only 41,874 out.
Yes.
So, Ben,
Only.
what set of questions would you like? A, B, C, or D?
B for Ben.
B for Ben. The next person, Ash, you were the next closest when you were only 44,874 out. You can have A, C, or D.
What did I say?
15,036.
Oh no, I definitely didn't say that.
I thought you said 150.
You said 100.
Yeah, I said 150,036.
Oh, nice bit of honesty there, Ash.
Nice bit of honesty. Very good. In that case, you are
very nice
90,126 away. So
I think I'm the furthest one out.
Yeah, so in that case, so Ben was 41,000 away, Luke was 62,000 away, So yeah, Luke, you get second choice then, and then Liz and then Ash.
The answer is C.
You would like set C.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Correct.
C for Kondor.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I meant to do.
So Liz, you are next. You can have A or D.
I'll go for D so that Ash can have A for
I
Ash.
did want it. I did want it.
Either
Such
way,
a
I'm
rename.
scared.
So, okay. With those decisions made, you now have your sets of questions, and we will turn to round one, Luke Kondor's absolute favourite round, our speed round. Now, in this economy, I ain't writing 10 questions for you each, only for us to then get through, 5 of them in a minute. There's wasted questions right there. So, the speed element will come in with the fact for each of you, I will read you your 10 quick-fire horror questions. And I will take your answers. I will run the clock, but there is no alarm about to go off and cut you off or anything along those lines. Simply, whoever gets through their questions the quickest will gain themselves a bonus point. So there is benefits to speed. But of course, obviously, there's a gambling game here. Do you pass if you don't know it? Then you don't get an answer. You don't get anything for that question, you see? So is a fast pass is worth not getting as many as you go through. I'll leave you to wrestle with that conundrum. And we'll get the timer and get ready to start with Ash. Ash, are you ready?
Because I'm A.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, the curse. It's come back. Right. I have the timer ready. I have the list of questions up, and I will be able to put the points in here. Just 1 point for each of these. Ash, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Horrible murderers calling themselves Peter and Paul put a family through a terrifying ordeal in which 1997 German horror film and its 2007 remake?
Home Alone?
It's Funny Games, I'm afraid. Nosferatu returns to screens in the new year, but what is the name of the vampire?
Nosferatu?
What's his other name? His official name, his title.
Vampire.
His name is Count Orlok. Next, As Above, So Below takes place in the catacombs beneath which European city?
Harry.
New Brain, Grieved You, and Just My Name are songs by which fictional singer tormented by a metaphysical and metaphorical demon this year?
Oh, Smile 2, and it's... Oh, fuck! I want to say Lady Raven, but that's Trap. It's... Pass!
Her name's Sky Riley. Next, due to enter the public domain in 2025, which character is immediately scheduled to take on the role of a slayer at an abandoned cannery?
Winnie the Pooh. No!
It's Popeye the Sailorman.
Shit!
In A Quiet Place, Day 1, what food does a terminally ill woman risk it all just to have one last time?
Pizza, respect.
It is pizza. Next, in The Substance, what 3-word reminder is given to users of the wonder drug when being advised of its safe use?
Respect the balance.
Respect the balance. I would also have accepted you are one. What US state is the fictional town of Springwood the setting for Nightmare on Elm Street meant to be in?
Ohio?
It is Ohio. Very good. Which actor famous for playing an iconic Universal monster was born William Henry Pratt?
What? Am I asking his monster or him?
Yeah, so him. What was the actor's acting name? But he was born William Henry Pratt.
Don Chaney.
It's Boris Karloff. And finally, which poster boy for misogyny has appeared in a number of horror guises, including 1987's Dolls and a titular role in an Andy Edwards slasher?
Poster boy for misogyny.
Yes, he is. He's a proper sodge, this fella.
The poster boy for misogyny. Me trying to think of. Oh, there's too many
might
men.
see him at the
There's
seaside.
too many men. There's too many men that come together. They might see him at the seaside.
Got a funny little voice.
I don't know. Pass.
It is Mr. Punch.
Oh man, I really biffed that. I biffed that bad.
No, you did good. You did really well.
I'm scared now. I'm not going to lie.
Thanks, Luke. And also, Liz,
I
you
knew
should
the
be
first
scared.
question, and then after that, I was like,
Oh no. I feel
was
like I knew
carnage.
the answer. They just weren't there for some of them. Like some of them I did know. Lots of them I didn't.
It's the pressure of the speed round. Yeah, you did that in 2 minutes 30.
Don Chaney.
Done. Yeah.
Singing his name like it's from pop music.
There's in RuPaul's drag race. There's a drag queen who did a song that's just Dita 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 because her name's Dita 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 Dita. Is that Don
Don Chaney.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right,
That's pretty
Mr. Ben
difficult.
Errington, are you
Oh,
ready
it's
for your
me
speed
next.
round? Yeah, it is. B for Ben, isn't it?
Yeah, go on then. Go on then,
Okay,
if you
yeah.
insist.
Are you ready? If you're prepared, Ben, your time starts now. In 2024's Imaginary, what is the name of the creepy bear / imaginary demon?
Chauncey.
His name is Chauncey. Which wrestler stars as an evil Santa in Santa's sleigh?
Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. Lon Chaney Jr. became famous for playing the Wolfman, but what tragic horror character did his father play in the classic, which turns 100 years old next year?
Frankenstein? Frankenstein's monster?
Not
No?
Francis, he's the Phantom of the Opera.
Ah.
Named after a hobbit sword and sharing a name with a seminal song artist, which alien creature crawled into our hearts and a building's air vents in 2024?
Wait. Say that again. There's so much information.
I
Which
know, I do it on
Hobbit
purpose.
sword?
Named after a hobbit sword and sharing a name with a seminal song artist, which alien creature crawled into our hearts and a building's air vents in 2024?
There's so many things that have confused me there. Pass.
It's Sting,
All
of
right.
course.
What was it?
Sting.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well,
In this year's Broken Bird, what is the profession of the killer?
oh, autopsy person.
I'll take it. It's a mortician's
Mortician.
assistant. But yeah, close enough.
Yes.
In slasher classic Peeping Tom, local pervs are sold Tom's pictures discreetly by using bags declaring that they contain what?
We literally discussed this mere weeks ago, Andy. What is it? Important documents.
I'm afraid it's educational books. What profession is shared by a pair of victims in the 2017 Halloween reboot and a temporarily displaced murder in Totally Killer? Temporally displaced murder, I should say.
Repeat the start of the question, sorry.
What profession is shared by a pair of victims in the 2017 Halloween reboot and a temporarily displaced murderer in Totally Killer?
Podcasters.
Podcasters, very good. Which US state is Camp Crystal Lake, the setting for many of the Friday the 13th movies, supposed to be in?
Massachusetts.
It's New Jersey. And in Krampus, what kind of cruel Christmas creature lures Howie Jr. up the chimney?
It's a gingerbread man.
A gingerbread man, of course. And what classic horror film is called La Dent de la Mer in French?
La Dent de la Mer. La Dent de la Mer. Why can't I think of anything that words mean today?
Oh, bloody hell. Speak French if you
Pass.
could, Ben. Come
Pass.
on. It's Jaws.
The horse dance? I was like, I haven't seen that one.
Not the horse dance. Oh man, it was the. Is that the end?
It is, Ben.
The
Well, then
phrasing,
Ben.
the phrasing of the questions was really throwing me off. It was like, I don't know what was
I
going
think
on.
he's blaming you there, Andy.
Yeah,
I
he's
wouldn't
blaming
stand
me
for that.
for saying, yeah, it's such a
The
little
phrasing of
minus
the
next to
questions
Ben's
was
name.
great, but maybe too advanced for me, is what I'm saying, Andy.
Um,
Too advanced.
I
I
am
would
being kind
never
to Ben.
question your way of phrasing
No.
question. I just like to say we would never ever question.
It's good for this. When it comes to the
can't
good
believe it was
sportsmanship
Sting.
point awards at the end,
I
it's
can
going to
only
be like a game of Mario Party over here. It's like your face, 18 stars.
Oh man.
I
don't
am going
know,
to be
did
fair
I-
to you,
did-
Ben. It took me a couple of seconds to get to stop the timer. So my readout here says 2:50, but I'm going to call that 2 minutes 48.
You're so generous. I sounded sarcastic, sorry.
Let's stop now.
We are next. Oh, the hounds are going insane, but you know they will get over it. They're just cheering for you, Luke. They're getting you ready, hyping you up for
Oh my
your
God.
turn.
I'm not used to it. I'm not made for this.
Are you ready, Luke?
You're made for
I
this, man.
guess so.
Right, here we go, Luke. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. In Society, what offensive name does Billy call his father that proves prophetic in the film's climax?
I don't know.
Calls him a
Shunt.
butthead.
Okay.
In Late Night with the Devil, what is the name of the talk show host who seeks a demonic guest to boost ratings?
David the actor's Dalmatian or something. David Dalmatian.
The character's Jack
I don't know the
Delroy.
character's name.
Next, TV icon The Crypt Keeper made his first screen debut when the special effects team modified which other horror puppet, retaining his trademark
Chucky.
blue eyes. It is Chucky. Very good. What are the final words spoken by Longlegs in the film of the same name?
I don't know. Pass. I don't know.
He says,
No
"Hail
idea.
Satan." What is the name of Beetlejuice's one-time waiting room companion turned co-worker with a shrunken head in the
Bob.
series' latest outing? Bob, correct. Navidad Sangrienta is the Spanish title for which often remade horror classic?
What do you say? Christmas.
Navidad Sangrienta is the Spanish title of which oft remade horror classic?
I don't know. Pass. Christmas wine.
It's Black Christmas.
Red wine. Okay. Okay.
Which divisive film centers on the story of two children who wake to find both their parents and the doors and windows of the house are missing?
Wait, the parents missing and the doors and the windows are missing.
Yep, it's a divisive horror movie. Some people say, cool, that's scary. Other people go, it's boring.
Oh, it's oh my God. Oh, the name. It's the toy telephone one. Oh my God, what's it called? Skinamarink. Jesus
Skinamarink, it
Christ.
is. Hard fought for. Which US state is Haddonfield, location of at least some of the Halloween franchise, supposed to be in?
California?
It's Illinois. In the Hostel films, what kind of animal do members of the elite hunting club have tattooed on themselves?
Stag?
It's a bloodhound. I
Oh.
would have accepted dog. Writer and broadcaster Danny Robbins hosts which podcast and television series for the BBC?
It's called. It's like a ghost surreal sort of show. Ghost surreal, yeah.
It's Uncanny.
Oh yeah. Man, that's so hard. The Skinamarink one, I was hearing it weirdly in Joe Biden's voice.
Wait, what?
Because there was like a
I mean, not
meme
to set you an
video.
impression challenge, but can you tell us what that would sound like?
It was just, I've been Skinamarinked. I can't do Joe Biden impression. But I just saw a meme video ages ago, and it was Joe Biden trapped in the Skinamarink house. And for some reason, it was in my head.
That sounds more exciting than I found the actual film.
Oh,
A little bit of
That's
shade
good.
there, but that's okay. Right, Liz, are you ready? And then after that, it can be a little bit more relaxed from here. The last bit of stress, I would say, until the finale is upon us.
I'm actually sweating. Like, I'm scared. But yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, begin. While not spending a hot minute battling a killer clown, Lauren LeBera is restoring a cursed painting in which Giallo tribute film?
Oh, fuck. I can't remember the name of it. Pass.
It's The Well. What is the name of the vampire turned wraith whose spirit-rending adventures were just re-released for current gen consoles?
Zelda? I don't fucking know.
It's Raziel from Legacy of Kain. Special effects artist Tom Savini plays a bar patron with which evocative name in Dusk Till Dawn?
Oh, fucking hell. No, pass.
His name is Sex Machine. What name is given to the spirit haunting the family in Ghostwatch? What nickname do the kids give him?
George.
It's Pipes. In French slasher High Tension, what deadly weapon / tool does the killer wield during a climatic scene following a car crash?
Oh, a chainsaw?
Very close. It's an angle grinder or disc cutter. Which upcoming heavy metal horror sequel has the subtitle Gormageddon?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Pass.
It is Deathgasm. And Don't Want to Be Yours, Placebo, and Dreamer Girl are songs by which artist and serial killer catching sleuth?
I feel like I've picked the hardest questions here. I have no idea.
That is Lady Raven. Home of Ghostface. Which US state is Woodsboro the setting for many of the Scream movies meant to be in?
California?
It is California. Well done. In addition to the London event, Fright Fest film festivals also occur in which other UK city?
Glasgow.
Glasgow, correct. In Werewolves Within, what job is held by the person ultimately revealed to be the werewolf within?
Oh, is she a sheriff?
Ah, she's the post person.
Oh, fuck yeah. I could see her in my head as well.
Right. There we go. The times. Who is getting a bonus one on this one? Ben? Even with Luke's really pained gathering of Skinamarink, you finished on 2 minutes 48, so the slowest. Luke was the next on 2 minutes 37.
How long was I trying to think of Skinamarink for? That felt like one
felt like
second.
a minute. Felt like the length of the film. Ash, you took 2 minutes 30, but Liz, you're the quickest, 2 minutes 23. So I will give you an extra point for your speed.
For everything.
It's a tactic.
It paid off. It
It's
paid
just a
off.
tactic, yeah.
Paid off.
I'll take it.
I mean, player's choice here. How often would you like me to give you the scores? Do you want a bit of mystery, or do you want the constant drip of drama, seeing where everyone is?
If I'm winning, I want to hear it every round.
Okay.
Yeah, same. If I want to hear it every round.
So I'll just tell the person of you
Every
that's
round.
winning
Yeah.
who is winning. There is not many points in it right now. I will give you a table after this first round, then we'll decide as we go along. Currently, Liz, you are just propping us up on 3, but that is not, you're not too far behind. Just behind you, we have joint second place. Both Luke and Ash are on 4. Ben, you currently have 5.
Good job, Ben.
And cheating.
Hey, come on, you gotta be cheating.
This guy.
You gotta be cheating, this guy. Yeah.
Right. Let us move on to our next round, which I'm calling the Years of Fear. So for each of you, I have a year in horror. I'm going to tell you an event that happened during this year. Horror-related films, not, this person did this in politics or what have you. Price of Fish was this. But something about, a horror birthday, a horror release that came out that year. If you get it after 1 clue, you get yourself your 5 points, and they'll get easier as they go around. So if you get it after all 5 clues, you'll just get the 1 point. I will offer some chances to steal if we get to the very end. I'm going to give you all your first clue. Actually, no, what I'll tell you what, I'll keep it consistent. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go round. Everyone will get their first clue first. It gives you a little bit of time to chew on it. Makes it harder to think about other people's questions, just to make it as mentally taxing as I can, all in one go. So, Ash, I will give your first clue first. If you get it after this one, you'll get yourself 5 points for this one.
Do you get to guess immediately? Sorry to interject.
What will you get to guess Ash's immediately if she doesn't get it?
No. Just like yours. If you give me mine, I can immediately guess.
Yeah, you can immediately guess if you want, and there's no penalty. It's not like if you make a guess on your first one and you get it wrong, you're frozen out.
Okay.
So you can just zero in on it as we go closer.
Okay.
So, Ash, for your first one, 5 points if you can get it with this one. This year saw the release of Perfume, Story of a Murderer.
And I can just have a guess.
You can have a guess.
There's no penalty.
There's no penalty. You won't get it, but
2004?
it is not 2004.
Oh.
We shall move on. Ben, I will give you your first clue for this one.
Okay.
Then in this year, we saw the release of Prom Night 2, Hello, Mary Sue.
1987.
Tell you what, Ben Errington, he's only gone and done it.
Oh my God!
Cheating!
Eating. I'm on your side.
Are you serious?
Well,
Is that
well
correct?
done, Ben. Yeah, for those that were playing along at home, if Ben hadn't got it then, I would have said the rest of the clues for his 1987 guess were that Jason Voorhees himself, Kane Hodder, turned 32 years old that year. Bad Taste was released. Director Toby Hooper turned 44. And finally, The Lost Boys was released.
I know no one will believe me, but I was also thinking 1987.
Yeah, me too, actually. Me too.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I
For
talked
those who
myself
haven't
out of,
played
like, 2
before,
of
I
the
will
dates.
also confirm that I wouldn't worry too much about anyone drawing a lead because the way I play the final round basically makes everything we do up to that point irrelevant, so we're all good. Luke, I will give you your first clue,
Yeah.
which is in this year, School of Death was released.
What the fuck is School of Death? It's not a good sign.
Equal to School of
Um,
Rock.
Oh, okay. So, School of Death. It sounds 80s slashery. So let's go 1980, 1989.
It's not 1989. Liz, I will turn to you for your last one. And your year of interest. In this year, Jacob's Ladder was released.
1992.
It is not 1992. We will return to Ash for your second clue.
Can we confer if we're just teaming up? Can we confer?
I tell you what, I'll let you confer on your team when we get to the third one. I'll make it a little bit simpler. You can turn to your teammate when you get to the third clue. So this is your last one where you're solo. Do you remember what you said for your first guess? Because I do not, apart from it being wrong.
It was
2000 and
2004, didn't it?
yeah, the year of School of Rock.
So for your second clue for your year, the same year as the last one, obviously. It's all the same year. Anya Taylor-Joy turned 10 years old this year.
Oh, that's interesting. So I think I'm in the right. Let me talk you through my process here. So I think I'm in the right time frame because Anya Taylor-Joy is roughly 30. She's one of the actors who is the same sort of age as me, and I look at and think, what have I done with my life when you are succeeding so well in every way? So I know what year is it? 2024. So when did I turn 10? 2005. I turned 10 in 2005. But I feel like she's slightly younger. I'm gonna go 2006.
You are correct.
Yeah.
4 points, Ash. What a masterwork as well.
well done.
It's like watching an episode of Sherlock Holmes here, going through all
That
those
was-
clues.
That was pure self-loathing that drove that one. A win. A win for a win for looking up every actor the same age as me. A win.
How? Why? The rest of the clues for your year, 2006, would have gone on to be Korean movie The Host is released. Then the star of American Horror Story, Lady Gaga, turns 20. And then
Sorry.
finally, Hills of Eyes remake is released.
I'd have got it from The Host, if not that one. I do know that one, but that's thrilling. Thanks, Andy, the best question master in the world.
I know that. Luke, your second clue for your year. The voice of Chucky, Brad Dourif, turned 25 in this year.
Yeah, so he's 58, 60 at the minute, I think. I don't know. So
As if you go to his birthday on, what am I going to get for him this year?
so still wait, so he turned 20, so let's
Turned 25 in this year.
okay. Let's go. I wish I'd heard that School of what's the film called? School of Death.
School of Death.
I have no idea. It doesn't sound like a 90s movie though. It sounds 80s. Ben, want to see his facial expression?
When can we confer clue?
After
No,
the
the
next
next
one.
one. Next
Yeah,
one.
Oh, the
when
next
Luke
one.
gets to the next one, then you can
Yeah.
help him.
Can I
I
say
was trying to
anything?
get some clues in his face.
Can I say anything? No.
No. So right
Ooh.
now, you can only non-verbally help Luke.
Okay. I still think in the 80s. So let's go. What did I say last time? 89, I think last time. So let's go 85.
Incorrect, I'm afraid, Luke. Liz, I will turn to you for your second clue. In this year, the actor Bill Skarsgård was born.
I'm going to go 1989.
Afraid that is not correct. Ash will be able to help you from the next
I need
time
to
as
know
well.
if he's older or younger than me.
Get thinking. We'll turn to Luke for his next one. So, Luke, in your year, your third
Mhm.
clue, Ben can help you a little bit with this one. You can confer a little bit. The Rocky Horror Picture Show was released.
Oh. So that's 70s, Ben.
Yeah, I think 70s. I was going to say 70s because I think Brad Dourif is probably slightly older than we think.
It's got the Hollywood magic like Anya Taylor-Joy. Looks younger than he is.
Exactly. He's got that going on. I mean,
Be 78-ish then? I think
I'm
it
not
must be
100%
late
sure.
70s.
I reckon I'd be well, I reckon anywhere between 77 and 79. So I'll leave you up to the
78 it is.
It is not 1978, Luke, I'm afraid.
Close. I mean, we don't know, but close.
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
For your third clue, Liz, Ash can now confer with you as well. In this year, Nightbreed was released. Clive Barker's Nightbreed.
I think it's 97 is what I'm going to say to you, but I don't know if that's true. So Jacob's Ladder is somewhere in the latter half of the 90s. It's between 6 and 9. I don't think it's 99, so I think 6, 7, or 8. Bill Skarsgård is, again, roughly 30, but hasn't hit 30 yet, is in the Anya Taylor-Joy age range. I've looked at his profile as well and his famous Skarsgård family. So from if I'm 95, like he's definitely above that. So and if if it was 90, so 96 or 97, I'm pretty sure Jacob's Ladder's 97. Those what I would say, and then Nightbreed might have been 98 is the only thing. So if it's not 97, it'll be 98. Is what I would say as the phone a friend answer.
Let's go 97.
It is not 1997, I'm afraid.
I was so convinced. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
The confidence is
I would not
admirable,
have
though.
guessed anyway, so yeah.
This is where they're like, oh yeah, it's actually 93. What if it's 93? Oh my god, it could be.
Revelation. What if it's this different?
Well, I went 92 because I thought that he was a couple of years younger than me, and I'm 30, nearly 35.
Yeah, it could be the
And
other way around.
I was told wrong, so.
Oh yeah.
It's all falling apart.
Oh no, it could be the revert. Yeah. Well,
I feel like in some ways when you hear the answers, your worlds are going to get turned upside down by this. Luke, I'm going to turn to you for your fourth clue.
Okay.
You can still confer with Ben here. Heather O'Rourke, the star of Poltergeist, is born in this year.
When you say the star of Poltergeist, you mean the little girl?
Little girl.
Yeah.
Or...
little girl.
They're all the star in that film.
I went to a grave site like literally last month, and someone was doing a grave rubbing on it.
Oh, if they hadn't been doing a grave rubbing,
and I literally
you would
went
have seen what date was written.
grave robbing? I thought you said then. I was like, what do you mean?
No.
Watch
They
the
weren't robbing
grave
it.
get robbed.
They were doing a grave
Snapping
rubbing.
a bit off.
Having fun there, and she went, yeah.
And what year did it say?
She was doing loads of them. What year? And Luke, and what year did it say? Get to the point. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but when going back to the previous question, if it wasn't 78, I reckon go a year earlier, 77. But so Poltergeist came out in 82. So
wow.
if she was born in 77, she'd have been 5. I reckon that sounds legit.
All right. What did you
It's
say?
not 1977, I'm afraid.
77
Oh,
is.
for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Liz, with
Oh.
support from Ash here as well, if you want it, of course.
It's 92.
Your new clue.
I do want it. I do want it.
Your new clue is scary big-faced man Javier Bardem turned 21 in this year.
I don't know about that. I
Big-faced
feel like
man.
it's a 92 now, because I feel like all of my logic was pointing to 2 years past 95, but actually it was 2 years past 90. So that's all I'm going to say.
I said 92 as my second guess, and he said no.
Did you? Oh,
Oh,
well,
you see, Liz has got the admin right.
I ain't fucking.
I am.
Helpful.
I'm not cheating. I'm just literally writing down what the clues are so that I don't forget.
I'm just stroking my
And what
cat
I've done.
relentlessly. for
I trust you
comfort.
far too much to think any of you would ever cheat.
Yeah.
That's very
How old
good.
did you say he was? 20? No,
Javier
Oh.
Bardem turned 21 in this year.
21. Okay.
No, I'm not helpful at all. Javier Bardem, it was Salazar in Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge. I don't know if that helps at all, but the CGI on him was pretty good because he was like coming apart.
How old do you think he is?
I think he's like 40 in that film. We're 50 in that film.
So he's going to be like 60 now. It's got to be like 10 years ago, right?
I don't know.
It doesn't help that my maths is shite.
I think it's
Um,
90s. It's sometime in the 90s is
yeah.
the thing. It must be.
Let's just take a punt in the middle. Let's do 94.
It is not 1994, I'm afraid.
I didn't think so.
There's one more chance for each of you. Luke, this one is, I feel like, a nice little Under Armour here. I didn't think we could have got an easier
Don't say
one.
that. Don't say that because I'll get it wrong.
Don't say that.
2008. In this year, Luke, with Ben's help, Jaws was released.
I don't even know. It would have been mid-70s though. So 76.
I can go back again. Go back another year, because surely it's got to be. Because I don't think Heather O'Rourke was 4 in that film. 6.
Wait, what did you say, Jaws? Oh, La Dame for what was the French name again?
La Danse de la Mer.
The
La
man.
Dance to the May. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Teeth of the
70s.
Sea.
76, I think it's got to be.
You're locking in 1976.
Yes.
You are
We.
incorrect.
Oh my
I'm
God.
afraid. I will
What's going
offer.
on?
I will give the 5 clues again, and I will let your opponents. So, Ash or Liz, if you want to take a guess at a year, tell you what, it's been a fun little game. This one, we're experimenting with this round, so I'll give you one guess each, and the winner.
Wait, I've
will
only
get
had
that
4
point.
clues.
So
I've
here are
only
the
had 4.
clues for. Sorry, this is Luke's. I haven't given you your last one yet,
Okay.
Liz. Don't worry. So for Luke's one, an opportunity for you to steal. I won't go so far as to recap the years he guessed because I didn't write those down. I'm sure Luke probably won't be in the mood to tell you either. So the things that happened in Luke's year were School of Death was released. The voice of Chucky, Brad Dourif, turned 25. Rocky Horror Picture Show was released. Heather O'Rourke, the star of Poltergeist, was born, and Jaws was released. I will give you one guess each on that year. In natural order, Ash, I will come to you first, I guess.
Okay, so initially I was thinking also the 70s sort of era, and I thought 78, 79 maybe. But if you were using 79, you'd have put an Alien question in there because that's the year that Alien came out, or that would have been like a bit of a clue. So it's not 79. So, and I do think it is straight up 80s cheese, a lot of it. And I think it's very early 80s. Heather O'Rourke was 6 when she died on Poltergeist. I remember that fact. So if it came out in 86, then 1980 is what I'm going to guess.
It is not 1980.
Oh, okay.
Liz, I'll give you one guess for Luke's year with those clues. Sorry, I'm getting you to juggle 2 years in your brain at once.
Yeah, because I can't remember what he's already guessed.
So I can't repeat what years he guessed, but
No,
they
don't
were
worry.
zeroing in sort of around the mid-70s.
We guessed most of the years by this point, I think.
We guessed all the years. All the
Yeah.
years have
Every
been
year.
guessed.
I'm going to say 77.
It is
can't remember
not
if you already said it.
77, I'm afraid. The answer for those playing at home, 1975. School of Death was released. Brad Dourif, then 25. Rocky
would've got there.
Horror Picture Show, Jaws, and
We would've got
Heather
there.
O'Rourke was born.
We would have got there. Gone
Oh.
backwards.
If only
through the
Ben had been
70s.
doing some of those grave rubbins, he would have known that one.
Yeah.
Should have asked her to come on the quiz, Ben, that person you saw doing
What was
it.
she born then? Heather O'Rourke. When was she born? Yeah.
But
75. Yeah.
we have one more bit of business to attend to on this one, Liz. I will give you your last clue. A film adaptation of Roald Dahl's The Witches was released
Oh my god, it is the latter end of the 90s.
in this
It is.
year.
It is. Liz, it is.
I
I'll give you
I've
the. do you-
already guessed. I've already guessed one. This is me conferring with Ashley.
Yeah, of course. I
I've
will wait
already-
until you say.
I've already guessed 94, 92, and 97, which is my brain went straight to 96. And earlier, Andy said that we were going to kick ourselves when we realised what the date was.
It's going to turn
now
your
I'm
world upside
thinking-
down.
I think it's
It's going
99.
to turn our world upside down. You think
That's
it's
how-
99?
I think it's 99, but also I've been incredibly wrong. So I think go with your gut and say 96.
Oh no, I'm scared.
The witches. These children are mice.
That's what they say.
I just feel like I watched The Witches young. I would have been 9 in 99, and I feel
Yeah.
like I watched The Witches younger than 9.
Go for it then, I think, because.
But is it 98 instead of 96?
Yeah. 99. I think, again, 99 is Final Destination year, so that would be the best, like,
I mean,
obvious clue.
if you guys are feeling, pained thinking that, 99 is just a quick reminder that I was 16 years old in 1999. You're killing me.
I was 4. I was 4.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was 9, so okay.
I wasn't
I'm
born
gonna
yet.
I'm gonna go 96.
It is not 1996, I am afraid. But I will give the gents a chance to steal that one. I'll give you those clues one more time. So in this year, Jacob's Ladder was released. Bill Skarsgård was born. Nightbreed was released. Javier Bardem turned 21. And The Witches was released.
I can't
What
believe
year?
Nightbreed came out the same year as Witches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said
that's
Nightbreed
not
originally,
very-
I went when you said I went right to the early 90s for some reason.
I think it is. So Hellraiser's what, 89? So Clive Barker, I think Hellraiser's 89, right? Is it 90?
there's
Might be
there's-
1990
it's-
actually.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying
Hellraiser
to-
2 came out pretty much straight after.
You've
And
got
then
one
on the
guess
heels
each.
of that success.
One guess each. Okay, so
So Ben would
I-
be first because that's the order of the
Oh,
that they're
sorry.
going.
if it's
It's okay.
not this, wait, I can't tell you what to guess, Luke. I'm gonna guess 1995.
It is not 1995, Ben.
Shit.
The only chance
I
for
don't
this is Luke.
I don't know what years we've had. We've had
So can I say what years we've had? Can I confer with Luke?
Have you been writing this down? Everyone else's
No, no,
years
no.
as well.
No, no, no.
Just
no,
remember.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
Liz,
but I'm
No,
Liz
no.
pretty
didn't
sure.
get a refresh. Not to be that guy, Liz didn't get a refresh. So I would say suck it.
That's because you
Personally.
didn't have
Okay,
that
okay,
info to
fine.
give her. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
You didn't have that info to access.
I have mine written down. If you'd have been nice to me, I would have
Oh,
given
well.
you a refresh. But
I think 91's in the clear, but I think that's a bit too early. 92, I think, has been guessed. 93, I don't think has been guessed.
Guessing for 1993, Luke.
Has 94 has been guessed, I think. Let's go 93.
You are incorrect, Luke, I'm afraid. I mean, congratulations, Liz. No points were stolen. Now, for
Tell
everyone
us
else,
the year. Tell us the year.
turn your worlds upside down with the birth of Bill Skarsgård, 1990.
Ah, wow.
No one thinks of the 0 years. They sneak up on you.
no, that's my birth year, and I thought he was younger than me. So
The
I was
Witches really
convinced
come out in
that-
1990.
Did.
I remember being
knew-
old. I remember
knew
being
it
old when I was young.
before
Yeah.
99. so I
You remember
watched
being
it
old when you were
I was
young,
really
Luke?
young.
You just...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the film being old when I watched
If
it when
you'd
I was
have
quite young.
told me that Stephen King's It came out, I would have known because that's
Yeah.
my favourite film from the year that I was born.
That was one of the things I considered as the last one. I went for The Witches just because I had
Witches
other
used to
Stephen
give
King
me
Way out
impressions.
there.
nightmares because the kid's
Oh.
called Luke in it. Luke.
Luke,
Yeah.
get down from the
Yeah.
tree, Luke. Would you like some
Yeah.
chocolate?
God. Well.
And Mr. Bean runs that hotel.
Oh yeah, he does. And he gets moused.
I've been to that hotel. My friend got married there.
Oh,
Good.
wow.
Dangerous,
Yeah.
isn't it? Full of witches.
Did you have any chocolate while you were
Didn't
there?
eat any of the food.
Stamped on everyone's feet to make sure they didn't have horrible witch feet.
Yeah. Ripped off everyone's wig.
Anyone with dark age yanked their hair as she walked past them. Well, there we go. Good work, everybody. Next up, we are going to have to turn to all of your powers. For those people, this is the time of the quiz when I say, if you normally join us in an audio format, this might be the perfect episode to come and join us on the video. Not only do you get to see all of my wonderful guests' lovely faces going through a whole array of emotions this evening, but you get to join in properly on the picture round.
Yes.
Otherwise, I
These are
am
the
going to
best
turn to the
ones.
guys to do some descriptive work and do a little bit of mind
Yeah, we'll do a little
theatre
bit
for you as
descriptive
well.
work, yeah.
Yeah.
Let us go. I've got a couple of different picture questions for you right now. In an activity I should have practiced, I will share my screen. This round I call "We've such sights, not shites." Easy for me to say. To show you, and it could be shites. Not all these films are
That's going to
good.
be fun to describe to listeners.
I am going to go through a couple of pictures for you, same order as we normally would. The first one, though, just a lovely couple of screenshots from a horror movie. I'm going to warm you up a little bit in these picture rounds. So I'm going to turn to Ash first for the first picture. There are 4 pictures for you. I will give you 4 points if you get it on your first picture. 3, 2, 1. So there's a few points ready for this just single question.
And it's all the same. It's all the same film.
All the same
Sorry.
film. All the same film.
Wanna check.
Here is your first screenshot. I just need the film's title.
Oh, it's coming. It's loading.
So describe it before you make your guess for anyone who's just listening.
Oh, it's a woman kneeling with a flagpole stabbed through her abdomen. And I've seen this film. I feel like my first guess is going to be Final Destination. Final Destination. Can the sequels just count in that?
Now I'm going to need you to be specific.
Fuck. I'm gonna go Final Destination 2.
Incorrect.
Final
3
Destination 1.
points. 3 points available
Final
if you get to choose this
Destination
one. What is your answer going to be if this is your second picture? Which is a lady.
Final Destination 3.
Final Destination 3 is correct, Ash. 3 points for this
Okay.
one.
I thought it was 3, but then her haircut looked like the lady who gets logged in the
Logged lady.
in the second one. 3's my favorite of the bunch, so the nail one I definitely recognize. But yeah,
love
I
If
thought
you hadn't got it from this one, I would have turned to this
I
lovely
love how the
chap.
pictures are slowly loading up, like when you had terrible internet back in the day.
Oh,
I just wanna
originally
see
I had it on like a 10-second reveal, and I was going to let you like shout in and steal each other's answers, but I thought this is too
guy?
administratively complex. So there's that guy. This is when he turns against them at the end.
No.
The king of the
I watched
emos.
this literally like 3 weeks ago.
It's very good, and we get a new one, right? And then the final picture was, of course, the iconic scene.
that like the third one is like the early noughties Kyle Gallner. That's his energy. Like he could eat up a roll like that with some eyeliner.
Yeah,
All
for
day.
sure.
With some of his nails painted, but not all.
Yes.
Never all.
Born away.
That's hot.
Right. I'm going to turn next to Mr. Ben Errington. And your first picture.
Oh. Oh.
Is that the Grinch?
Oh,
Ooh.
wait. Oh, my God. Is that Tim Curry? Okay. Am I describing it?
Yeah,
There's, like,
please do.
some sort of... I feel like this is underground. What film did we watch underground? People going into like a mine. for a reason. What film was that? This is a film we've seen at a festival. Oh my god.
Andy just sucking on his snow globe, whatever. It's called,
Yum, yum,
sorry.
yum.
What do you suck on your snow globe, mate? I don't think I'm gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna get it with one.
Okay. Go into the second one for you, Ben.
Oh, okay. Well, I was completely
Oh.
wrong, and that is Tim Curry, and this film is Congo.
It is, of course, horror classic.
Ah,
Is that Tim
bonafide
Curry?
horror
Is
classic.
that actually Tim Curry?
That is Tim
Yeah.
Curry, and there they are, you see, deep in the mines of the lost city of Zinj. If you needed the third picture, we would have had this one of a border guard telling off the assistant there, and then, of course, the quintessential, without gorillas, Congo pic. Here is the man telling Mr.
Eating his
Homolka to
cake.
stop eating his sesame
Stop eating
cake.
my sesame cake. Amy loves you.
Good old Amy, good old Congo, a mainstay of our podcast. Next up, Luke, this is yours, and here is your first.
Okay, so it's a picture of a guy. Well, it's a brick, like a clay brick wall, and a guy is kind of like stuck in it. He's like phased into the wall. He's become part of the wall
It's been Han
itself.
Soloed, hasn't he? Classic.
Been Han Soloed, yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I am not. He looks. I mean, I don't want to stereotype, but he looks kind of Asian. Is that helping me? I don't know. He's got like a rope around his belly. Is this that?
That's making me laugh so much.
I mean, he looks like he's. This caught him off guard. He wasn't expecting to be bricked
to be
like
walled.
this.
No.
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting to be bricked. It often happens that way.
He's been caught off guard with a rope around. Actually, looks like wheat around his neck, around his waist even. And his shirt looks Fred Perry potentially.
Driving every element of this picture.
I'm trying to give myself time to try and work out what it is. It looks like kind of like that Clive Barker film. I don't know the name. I don't know, I'm gonna have to pass. I can't get it from that
Here
one.
is your second picture. Luke, very good descriptive work, though.
Thank you. What? These can't be from the same film, surely. That's like the dolls, but there's a doll like mannequins. There's like a David Bowie mannequin and a Tina Turner mannequin.
I really love the
What?
arm positioning on the
It is
David
a
Bowie
heart?
mannequin.
Wow.
So I guess someone's turning people into things. Is this waxwork?
It's not waxwork. Would you like your third picture, Luke?
Yeah.
Here it comes. I forgot how much I enjoyed that one.
I mean, how do you even begin to describe this picture? It's a woman. I mean, what is that expression? It's not a happy expression. It's like you've been expecting a certain Christmas present and it's not what you got. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, it's
none of these pictures are from the same film, I will tell you that much.
it's kind of a face of someone who's been the victim of like a 1990s You've Been Tangoed style prank.
Yeah.
But or like if you've, you know what that's the face of for me, Luke, and this isn't a clue, this is a distraction, if anything. This is kind of like if you sit down on a park bench and you expect it to be dry, but it's rained and you haven't noticed, and you've got a really wet bum all of a sudden. That's the face that you make.
Yeah. It's the face of walking downstairs when you have a puppy or a dog and you've stepped in some accident. Well, this isn't from a film. This is from the noughties TV show Balls of Steel, I'm pretty sure.
It's not from Balls of Steel, I'm afraid.
But,
Luke. Would you like
next
your
one.
last picture? Might help
Yeah,
you
yeah.
out. Here is your last one.
Oh my God, it's Wishmaster.
It's the Wishmaster. You see his
Oh.
little crystal. Give it away.
What's she doing to the crystal there? Blowing up.
Oh yeah, so there's a woman.
Just breathing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to shine it up, I think,
Mm.
like an
Looks
apple.
like she's gonna snack on it there, like
Yeah.
full chomp.
I've not
It's a
seen the
big-
Wishmaster in a long
What's the
time.
mannequin? What's the mannequin bit?
It's that woman where he's he's just getting served by her in a shop. No reason to try and trap her into a wish. And he goes, "Oh, you're pretty attractive, aren't you? Does it ever?" Just a quick question. Does it ever bother you that your beauty will inevitably fade and you'll be hideous and old one day? And she's like, yeah, it's £10.50, mate. And he's like,
What a downer.
put it this way: would you say that you would wish to be young forever? And she kind of nonchalantly goes, "Yeah, I guess so." And he goes, "I'll take that. Turn you to a mannequin."
Yeah, he's out
That's
of
what he
order,
does.
isn't he? He's out of order, your
The
Wishmaster.
king of semantics is the Wishmaster.
Yeah,
What did he get out of wishes again? Like, why does he want
He gets
to
their
grant
souls.
wishes? Ah, classic.
So he can look less like
Yeah.
an expensive CGI puppet creation and more like just a man.
What's
by
that?
the- by when
That
he
wall
gets some
bit's
more.
in the start, isn't it? When he's doing.
Yeah,
so the
it's
ancient-
the cold open
yeah.
in like the ancient city.
Very nice.
There's loads of people in that. I could have done it all on that. As that bloke is a crocodile for some reason.
Yeah.
Tony Todd
Classic.
gets Houdini'd. All the other things that happen in that film. That one you could have an entire round on. Liz, I will turn to you for your first picture.
God, it looks familiar. It's like a woman with her back to us wearing like a pink dress looking up at the sky. I mean, after the last two, I didn't know either of those films from the 4 pictures total. So there's a good chance that I'm not going to even know what this is, but I'll go for a second picture, please, Andy.
Here is your second picture.
Oh, it's Men.
It is Men. Here they are sitting in a lovely
done.
living room,
Oh my God.
having a chat. And the chat that
just-
will ultimately lead to that guy chucking himself out the window.
Oh, what a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
If
I would have
if you
never got
needed
that
more,
first
if you
photo.
needed more pictures, I would have gone for your third picture. Would have been this little fella with his dolly mask on, and then the last picture would have been Rory
Yeah,
Kinnear,
there it is.
big belly.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
No,
He's in
I
bloody
never want to
agony,
see
isn't he?
that
Look at him.
ever again.
So I'm a
just a bit
baby, but
bloated.
I'm also having a baby. Ah.
Oh, horrid. That's a one and done film for me. Never again.
Baby, baby.
That you chanting in the cinema.
Yeah. Birth him again. Birth him again. Go on.
So many men until hang on. You're not a Rory Kinnear this time. Something's gone wrong.
Something's gone dangerously
Oh.
wrong.
God.
There are your standard picture rounds, but I got 2 more picture-based questions for you next. I'm going to go to a round that is the non-artist's impression of a famous horror movie. You pioneered this one last year. Ash, I know you did some of these in practice when we first talked about you being on the quiz.
Yeah.
Here are some of my pictures of some hastily drawn sketches from horror films of this year. Ash, I will turn to yours first. Here is your one for this year.
Ooh, I'm being turned to. Okay, right. So we have a lady who's real beat up with a little bandage on her head with there's a small speckle of blood, and her arm is in a cast. And next to her is a man with some glasses on playing. It could be a flute because he's holding it to the side, but I'd like to believe it's a recorder from The Shape. Wearing a suit, and then on the far side there is someone wearing Chewbacca's clothes.
I did say the outfit accidentally went a bit sand people, but it is not. There is not a horror film that came out recently in which a Tusken Raider terrorizes some people.
I'd watch it though, mate. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But he's like singing, but like, well, he's singing like a rude song by the looks of it because there's lots of asterisks. So I think he's just going like fuck.
Yeah. It's definitely a fuck you up kind of noise.
Biscuit.
Oh yeah, he
Hot
did it all
dog.
for the nookie. He did it all for the nookie.
I should have painted that hat red, shouldn't I?
Yes. Oh, it's a hat. Okay, we've got a clue from being silly. There we go. So yeah, and the guy's wearing there's 2 glasses wearers, and one of them has headphones. So this looks like a sound-based horror film.
The headphones are not our accessory for that character. Just I didn't have it was an afterthought in the drawing. I'll tell you honestly from the artistic process.
Don't play with my clues like that. But we can't go back now. So I'll ignore those headphones.
Headphones are in it. Headphones are important. It's just that character doesn't hold them.
God damn. I don't, from this year. From this year.
I don't believe I said either way.
Oh, I thought that was the point. Is it's films from this year?
Well, it could be a film from this year, just not necessarily.
Oh, he's been all
So it
secretive
doesn't-
now, is it?
So it doesn't have to be a film from this year.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but it could be.
What?
I mean, to be honest, Ash,
Why are
I thought you
asking
were toying.
questions like a politician.
I thought you were toying with me when you immediately identified a recorder. I thought you were about to smash it out the park.
Oh, no, I'm just a great observer.
What I'm taking from this is that I can draw musical instruments like the best of them.
Can I seriously ask? I just need to seriously ask. Is this you don't need to tell me if it's from this year. Could it be from any year?
It could be from any year, including this one.
Okay. Is it Reanimator?
It's not Reanimator.
Okay, because that looked like Barbara Crampton and what's his face with his little hair. To be honest, it looks like he's in a lab coat. How many guesses do I get?
I tell you what, I'll give you one. I will throw it to Liz next before I let the others have a crack at it, though.
Okay. That was my one guess.
I have absolutely no idea, but I know that there's music in Smile 2, so I'm going to guess Smile 2.
It's not Smile 2. Gentlemen, I will give you, as it's first steal, I'll give you one guess between the two of you.
Can we confer?
You can confer, but you're only getting one shot at it.
Ben, I have no idea, but
Can we confer, Ben? I don't know.
You have no idea.
It's a long coat.
I'm pretty sure I know. So if you want me to,
Oh, okay, yeah. No, go for it. Yeah. Okay.
Cuckoo.
It is Cuckoo.
I
Oh,
haven't seen
cheating,
that.
cheating.
Cheating, bloody hell.
Cheating.
I thought that was Osama bin Laden on the right hand side initially.
Osama bin Laden.
Oh.
Sunglasses on like the Cuckoo, and she does horrible reaching like this.
I can see Hunter Schafer there now. I haven't seen Cuckoo.
Yeah. Me.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be why then. If you had seen it, I thought genuinely he has a recorder in it, which is very prominent. I thought you've got this.
Ah.
I
Yeah,
thought you got it as well when you were describing the recorder, really detailed, like I thought it was showing off.
It was a...
Look, no, I can absolutely see Hunter Schafer on the front cover. Like, I feel like I should have got it from knowing films this year. Unfortunately, I'm a thick idiot, so I'd like to move on.
Right. Ben, I've got one. I've got your non-artistic drawing here. Describe what you can see here.
Okay, there's a tree with some keks hanging from them, with little love hearts on them. A drone in the sky. Somebody playing table tennis with the tree. Possibly playing table tennis with the tree. There's a guy who's like, look at the pants. Have a look at them. That happens now and again when you're just wandering through the woods. Someone's just hanging up. Oh Jesus! Now I've said it. I'm sorry. There was a bit with some keks. What was the bit with some keks and a drone? This is fuck. Shit pants.
That's
That
the name of
counts
the
as the
film.
guess. That's the guess.
What was the film with the pants hanging up? And they went past it and they were like, "Whose pants are these?" I'm just thinking about that bit in this country now where there's little Spider-Man pants hanging up. Those are ears. Those are ears. Yeah. Oh Jesus. A film with drone. So I'm thinking like found footage. What's with the playing table tennis with the tree thing? That's weird. Is it? Is there a sequence like this in? Oh, I don't want to say anything. It's on the tip of my tongue.
The second you say anything that sounds like a film name, actually, that's your guess.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
This-
pounce.
Is past the pants. Oh, VHS, whatever the last one was. 90.
It's not VHS,
Fine.
the last one.
Shit.
Luke, I will give you a chance to have a little save before I pass it over to your
I think
opponent.
you guys have been watching some very different horror movies to the ones I have. I don't know what this is.
So Luke doesn't have anything. Ladies, what have you got for me? What's your combined guess here? You're allowed to confer.
From this year, I don't know, but
Doesn't have to be from this year. Could be a
Doesn't have to
past
be
film.
this year. I can't think of any horror film where there are like heart
Found
pants in a
footage.
tree.
I mean, the heart pants is artistic license. I will give you that. They're
Just
not.
a pair of keks,
I
isn't
haven't
it?
drawn
Okay,
film
they could
accurate
just be
pants.
normal pants.
Like pants
The
in a
only
tree.
thing
Is that
Someone who
think
plays
of-
table tennis.
with a drone is like Disturbia, but that doesn't look like Megan Fox. No, Megan Fox is not in that one. Sorry, I was thinking Transformers because it had Shia LaBeouf in it.
I don't know if that's table tennis or if it's like a balloon.
Now there is a ball on the bottom though.
There's a ball.
Oh, okay.
Liz, I'm
annoying
gonna
'cause
leave
I
this
felt-
one to you. I'm gonna respectfully step back. 'Cause
I honestly have no idea.
I gave you some wrong answers in the last round, and I just want to be quiet now.
Oh, fuck. I honestly have no idea.
It's a film from this year. I've definitely seen it. I feel like it's found footage, but
I'm going to time you out. I'm going to tell you the answer,
Yeah.
unless there's any final guesses. Don't want to
Wait,
rush you.
no, don't time us out. It is from this year because Ben said it's from this year and it's found footage, and it's.
Can I
not-
have
I
a
will
guess?
say,
I didn't
I will
actually
say to
say
you, Ash, that Ben
film.
did just get it wrong. So don't take everything he says.
Yeah, but we
Aw.
did get a clue. So the found footage from a found footage from VHS Beyond.
Don't obsess
Uh,
with this year. Go
no.
back in time. I will give you that much.
It's
back
back
in
in
time.
time. Okay.
No. I mean, it's not back in time. It's not this year.
it's
Wait,
some-
so it's not.
There is
Can
no
I-
time travel involved.
I
Don't
guess-
latch on to me saying back in time. It's not a film from this year.
Oh, okay.
it's not a film from this year.
No.
Oh. Well, then I
That's
definitely
That's a
don't know.
great clue. That's a great clue.
Well, I
for
definitely
us.
don't know.
Pants,
tennis with a tree.
pants and table tennis, pants and table
Hands
tennis.
in the tree. People that play table tennis. There's a drone.
Liz, come on, Liz. Come
No.
on.
All of these elements
Yeah,
make
it's
a horror
true.
film. Like if you wrote all these things down and went make a horror film with this, you go, you're off your head. What's wrong
Tell
with
you
I'm
you?
not
what,
gonna
like,
lie.
because-
I am gonna take all of these questions straight to the ghouls group chat and be like, "Would you get these?" And hopefully they'll vindicate me in not knowing them either.
I mean, saying that it was Zoe that annihilated Ben that one year.
Yeah, Zoe's.
True. I still having
Unbelievable.
flashbacks.
Who takes their pants off in a horror film?
Who
Loads of
plays,
people. That's why they get in trouble. But
who plays table tennis in a horror film?
Yeah, that's the question.
I tell you
Oh my
what, and
God.
a thing I expect to
Let's
affect
just give
no one but Ben, because I think it will make it extra irritating for Ben.
Wait.
But I don't expect the rest of you to keep up with it. Ben's gonna have to poker face this. Ben, we did an episode on this film this year.
Yeah, I think now I've said found footage, I'm starting to get a little bit, but I can't think of what the table tennis bit is. So does that mean I'm allowed to guess now or not?
No,
Oh,
you're out. You're frozen out, Ben.
This is because we paid enough compliments to Andy
Yeah.
that we get clues.
Give him this
That's how it comes off.
extra time.
It's
Do
not
you guys have a
Megan,
guess
is it?
for me?
It's not Megan.
No, it's not Megan. I will tell you, it is a found footage horror movie. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend you do. It's Gongjam Haunted Asylum, the
Oh my
Korean
God, I
found footage
literally-
movie.
I literally
Because
thought
the
that,
noise.
but
Was
I
it?
don't remember pants being in a
Gonjam?
tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some cacks in the tree.
There are pants in the tree, and as they walk past, they go, "Yeah, some pants in the tree there." And they go, "If we get lost, we'll use this to find our way back."
Yeah.
Oh my god, I watched that this
And you
year
know
because the
what?
special release
I did
came out.
too.
Yeah.
I literally watched it I think I watched it like a week or so before me and Ben spoke. Because
Sorry,
I
this
said,
film's
I
this
said
film's
that the
called.
ping pong ball took a year off my life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The
Being
ping. What was the
jumped out,
ping pong ball
remember?
bit? What was the ping pong ball? Ping pong.
It's
Just,
just
the ball, it just comes out of nowhere.
Was it
and
a
just
Sticky
lands
Vicky and
and-
Benidorm scenario going on?
Oh, I'm so annoyed that I didn't get that now.
What is this film called? Sorry, Gonjam.
Gongjam Haunted
Gonjiam
Asylum.
Haunted Asylum.
Okay,
It's
well,
incredible.
It's really good.
Well, judging based on this picture, it looks really good.
I will say, for anyone who hasn't seen it, not all of
Terrifying.
these things do appear on screen at the exact same moment. Luke, your picture.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh,
Give a
it's Kill
description
List.
for our people who. Oh, he's straight in with Kill List. But for
Yeah.
anyone who can't see it, what can you
I-
you see there?
There's a
Kill list.
there's a
What's that?
naked lady, which this is why I got it.
And a naked man, equal opportunities.
No. So there's like a double-headed straw face on the floor being stabbed by a man who's crying, and then there's a naked lady on the left-hand side and a naked man on the right-hand side.
Is that definitely
And,
a man with some interesting genitalia going on? Oh,
It's
let's
the
see what you've done there.
style.
Just a squiggle. Just put the squiggle. Yeah, that's fine.
Looks very familiar to me.
Listen, Ben, my name isn't Andy Conduit Da Vinci. Here, come on.
I'm not slating. That's good. Well
Yeah,
done.
it is kill list. It's that climactic scene where that bloke has just been tricked into stabbing his wife and kid together when they got sellotaped together and got masks on them by all them naked people, and then he finds out and he goes, "Oh no!" He's dead sad about it. Well done, Luke. That is a point for you, Liz. Your classic bit of horror in pictures.
Here we go.
What can you see here?
I can see a man shooting a dog, a werewolf, I'm assuming, maybe.
Yeah. Man is shooting the werewolf. The werewolf's not happy about it. A few tears being shed here.
Yeah, and it's on live TV on the news at 6, apparently.
Yeah, on the news. Look at the people up in the gallery. They are losing it. They're like, what the fuck?
I feel like everyone's going to be like screaming at me, but I will say, like, I'm not a big fan of werewolf movies. I don't know. American Werewolf in London.
It's not American Werewolf in London. Ash, a save for you.
It feels familiar. I'm not gonna lie, it feels familiar, but to who? To my nightmares? To the truth? I feel like it's very. This is a very iconic drawing. The single tear from the werewolf's eye, if it is indeed a werewolf, it does look like a werewolf. That he has a shirt on, I think, is important. He's not a nude werewolf.
I mean, I'll tell you something. I'll give you another peek behind the artist's studio here. I mean, it was, for the film of the era, it is just a short dress, because obviously, having become a werewolf, the dress doesn't fit in the same way as it did when they were just a person.
Oh, so it's a lady wolf. That's an interesting deviation, because often you assume werewolves are men, but the werewolf legend sits a lot more comfortably with female transformation, I think. Now, if you look at something like Ginger Snaps and the transformation that puberty does to a young girl and how that's reflected in the werewolf myth, that would be an interesting. I'm trying to buy some time.
Some time here.
Don't forget She Wolf by Shakira. What an absolute banger!
There's a she wolf in the closet. I have to stop because I don't need to get copyright
strike
with that rendition. So films with female werewolves that come to the mind straight away is Dog Soldiers, which doesn't have a live section in it because it all happens in the house, and Ginger Snaps, which I can't remember having a TV show in, but it is the one that I just have on my mind, so I'm going to say Ginger Snaps.
It is not Ginger Snaps, I'm afraid.
Ben?
Gentlemen, one guess from you.
Ben, it's the TH, right? It's the last scene from T. Can I say it?
You can say it, like, as long as you don't announce it as you guess.
Okay, yeah. I think it's the end of the Howling.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Is that the answer you'd like to go for?
Yeah,
because she's presenting the news and then she starts going, and then he goes.
It is that scene from the end of the Howling where, to prove werewolves exist, one of our heroes who gets bitten in the final confrontation rocks up to a job on the news, which is lucky that she has, and then allows herself to turn into a werewolf live on the news. Her co-host, who also happens to have been on the adventure with her, shoots her dead on live TV, proving to everyone that werewolves are real. An exciting twist. I do feel bad, guys, because I remember you saying that it was 90s onwards were your era, and this is an 80s film.
We got all that from the picture, Andy.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, it's very good. I would recommend it. And as I often say on the show here, people who think that vampires are the horniest of all of the classic monsters have never seen The Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf.
The Howling 1 is very horny. I turned it on whilst I had my parents in the room, and they were like, "Oh yeah, The Howling." And then I started watching it and was like, "Oh, why are you guys so familiar with this sick film?"
We love this film. It's our favourite. Yeah, it is slightly hornier, I think. Howling 2, right? And Howling 3. Howling 3. Is that Howling 3 Marsupials?
Yeah. What a series. What
a
journey.
Man. The Howling 4 is a musical, right? I think.
I feel like that will be the next
as mad as that. Yeah. The Howling is the next one we have to cover on the show is the third one. We have to cover marsupials next. I have one final picture round for you, which is a lovely bit of Dingbats. This is a little bit of a practice for everyone before we go into it. It's just a bit of say what you see for a classic phrase from a horror film. We can do this one together as a practice. What can we see here?
Evil dies tonight.
It is evil. Evil Knievel dies. Got the foils in. 2 nights. Evil dies tonight. So you ready for this now?
Is that the
for your
test
own
one?
Yeah.
That's the
God.
practice one.
Fuck's sake.
That looks like tinting and bleaching to me rather than dye, but okay.
That's why I wouldn't risk this on a normal one. Right. So evil dies tonight. Here is your first one. This one is for you, Ash.
Oh, just me. I thought we had to shout them out. I was like,
No, this one's for you. I don't want to put you under that kind of pressure.
oh, okay. So we've got
God.
Jizz. Jizz.
I was like, Ben Stiller.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Like, yeah.
It's because it's from there's something about Mary and he's
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
cum on his ear. For the people at home, it's Ben Stiller with cum on his ear, please.
It's just hair. It's just wax, isn't it? It's just hair gel. Oh, no, it's not.
So
We all know it's not.
a
It's
common
a phrase from a classic horror movie.
So there's so many words for it. Could be cum, it could be jizz, it could be ejaculate. I don't know, but there's a word that relates to goop. And then there's a load of kids playing with Lego, but not just a picture of a Lego. It's particularly playing with Lego. And then there's a dead plant, which looks like a geranium.
With minus, that's a minus. Sorry, it's hard to see because a dash obviously is the same. So it's that picture minus ER.
Geranium. Geranium. Oh God, sorry, that was a cackle. Dead minus ER. No. Rot. I don't know. And then there's Andy Conduit-Turner holding all of our faces in the Horror Hangout quiz episode promotion, like the Infinity Gauntlet from Marvel. Then there's Danny Robbins for some reason. So I'm going to assume that that's Uncanny and not the Battersea Poltergeist. And then we've got Fantastic Four, but like specifically the 2000s one with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba in. And then some famous people who I don't actually know who they are. So we've got like.
While you go through your process on this one, Ash, what I will say is I will give you 2 points if you get it by yourself. I will give you 1 point if Liz joins in to help you, and then I'll offer the others the chance to steal it for 1 point as well. But 2 points if you can get it by yourself.
Okay.
So now, what have you got? So jizz, children, Lego, dead plants.
Yeah, I think the first one is cum. Like I'm gonna go solid with the cum.
Mm-hmm.
And then playing maybe come play, and then minus is the minus specifically for the last picture or just in
For
general?
that last picture. So what sound you're getting from there? Take ER off the end.
So it's a picture of a dead plant, and there's no ER in that phrase. It's a dead plant. I'm trying to think of literally any other way to describe that. It's a dead plant. It is a dead...
As it's Christmas, Ash, what happens when you don't water your plants? What happens to them?
Dehydration.
Or if you just don't care for them, if you water them too much.
Let me know if you want me to tap in, by the way.
Oh, I think Liz is tuned
I've got
in.
some bits.
Okay, so
for yourself.
Over water. Come play what? Come play with us. That's a common one. No, come play. Dehydration, overwatering.
It doesn't have to be overwatering. Just if your plant is having a shit one, what happens to it?
It dies. I don't know. It dies. Is that not the word? It's dead. But if your plant's having a shit one, dehydrated, overwatered. It dies.
So take a run at it from the beginning. What did he have to begin with?
Come play, die. Come play, dead plant.
What about the second half?
Andy, uncanny, fantastic women.
Would
I
you
mean,
like?
I don't know
Would you
the
like?
answer. I'm just laughing.
Would you like
at
Liz's? Would
that.
you like Liz's help?
Yeah, I would, please.
Okay, so I think you're right with come play. I think the last three is forever and ever because it's either Mendes and either Longoria.
Come play
Okay,
with us,
that's
Danny,
all.
forever and ever. Yeah.
It is very
Yes.
good. Come play with us, Danny. So that plant is withered. So get rid of the ER.
Good.
Wait.
Oh my God, I'd literally written
Good.
boys with a. Oh God,
Good.
that's hard.
Come
Good.
play with us, Danny,
Sure.
forever and ever. Good
Good.
job, Ash. I give you 1 point for that one.
What's the you bit?
That's us. That only works with the people here because that's a picture of all of us.
I see what you've done there.
But living across the
thought
country,
it was
it's very hard. We
and...
haven't got together for a nice picture where Yari actually are all together. So I've had to use this composite one.
Good job, Andy. That was very good.
Yeah,
Right.
that really frustrated me. Thanks, Andy.
Good. That's designed perfectly then. Right, Ben, here is yours. Remember to do some describing for our audio listeners at home.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
Common horror phrase.
Right, so we got a picture of some logs, a sheep. Oh. What the fuck? Austin Powers when he's copping off with those twins, but I feel like I'm not gonna be able to remember either of those people. I feel like if it's Austin Powers if it's an Austin Powers film, I'm gonna be risking it all by guessing this. Risking immediate
Basically,
cancellation.
Ben's going to get it right or get cancelled.
I'm going to get it right or get cancelled, which always tends to happen. And then, I mean, I wouldn't know how to describe that face. Like, again, how can I describe that face? It might be in. She's gone cross-eyed and kind of like. I mean, it's quite a nice facial expression. How would you describe it? Like pretending to be ditzy, minus X, and then
minus
the name
the cross.
of the other, and then the name of the other twin.
Not
the
the other
name of
twin,
the
it's the
same
same one
twin.
twice.
I'm gonna have to try and get it literally just from the first two because otherwise it's gonna be very, very risky. Log. Would you? Because I feel like this is the kind of thing Andy would do. He'd go, "Oh, there's a picture of a sheep, but it's gonna be a you." Would you?
Andy.
Have you got it?
No, just that the sheep is just that like the sheep is a you.
Are the twins? Is it something borderline offensive, or is it something like what they did in Rush Hour when there was you and oh, for God's sake, is it borderline offensive?
I couldn't possibly say, Ben. Your barometer may differ.
Oh, what are they called? Those twins. I remember that bit as well. Ah,
This is from Austin Powers Gold member. I don't think that helps you very
it's from Gold member.
I believe so.
Oh, this is a deep cut. Would you like?
But think of a classic horror phrase. Quite often, Pinhead will rock up and say, "Would you like to solve this puzzle? If you don't mind, thank you very much."
Wait, is that you telling me it's from Hellraiser or not?
No, I'm not telling you from Hellraiser.
Would you like to live deliciously?
It's not that. Luke, would you like to help him?
Is that what it is?
No.
No, that's not the answer.
Okay. So
What is
would
twins
you? Are they? They're not the cheeky girls, are they? I don't
They're
know.
not the cheeky
Even
girls.
further behind than me.
$10.
They the cheeky girls.
I don't know who they are. Would you? And then is that face? Is that what they call an uwu face? I'm not down
Uwu
with the
face.
kids. I don't know.
This one. I don't think it is.
Oh, that's a different face. Okay.
Yeah.
Would
That's
you
the uwu.
twin? Would you? You?
Or is it
Would
literally
you?
just the word twin?
Go?
Am I
Would
frozen
you-
out, Andy?
Yeah. No, you can confer with Luke for this for the other one you didn't get.
Yeah,
it
but
right.
would you twin?
Would you? Right, twin. Would you? I don't think I'm gonna
Would
get that.
you?
That picture of that person's face is so confusing because it's like that doesn't mean one thing in particular. That's just like, do you know what I mean? It's not.
You got to remember, Ben, that it's minus the cross.
That makes it even
So
more
cross-eyed
complicated.
minus the cross. So cross-eyed minus the cross. So just eyed.
I'd. Ah, interesting.
Would you
Yeah,
something
something I'd.
eyed?
Would you something I'd? Something.
Would you? And again, we're
Yeah.
assuming that that's would you as a start. It might not even be that. It might be I don't know,
Log
fucking
sheep.
log sheep.
So would you died? No, would you decide? D is the name D by any chance? Would you decide? Decide?
Yes.
No, would you decide D?
Well, at
I
once
don't
called.
know.
Would you decide? Would you decide?
No, I don't know.
Decide.
Am I going to pass it over to the others for an attempt?
Would you not do that, please? I don't know about
Incorrect.
I'll
stuff.
go on. Pass over. I'm
Solid.
Ash, Liz,
losing
have
it.
you got anything? A classic horror phrase.
Annoyingly, I've also wrote down "would you" something I'd.
Yeah, I thought
But
I was
I
dead
think-
clever getting the eyed one, and then went and got it, didn't you?
The arrows are both pointing to the same twin.
The same
on the
twin.
picture.
Is it not like maybe a little bit out there, and it's like the pom pom on her hair? Would you eyed pom?
Yeah, but why would you have the? Sorry, I don't know.
I
But
feel like their names were like "fuck me" and "fuck you."
Oh my god, they were. They fucking. Oh no, they
So it's
really
like,
were.
would you fuck? I'd fuck. I don't know. Something like that.
Pointed to the
Ash, I need
same
your
one,
help.
but which one of the two am I pointing
Oh,
at?
I've got it.
One
you
of them will give you a
absolute sick
well-known horror
bastard.
catchphrase from a famous film.
Oh, I
I've
think
got
I know
it,
what it
you
is, but I don't know what the film is.
Sick bastard.
Would you mind? Would you?
Was that the name of the twins?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I'm
got it
sure
right.
The name of the twins.
Fuck
Austin
me and
Powers.
fuck you.
So is it would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Correct, Ash. And that is, of course, old Buffalo Bill himself when he's dancing about in The Silence of the Lambs.
Well done. I knew I could remember their names. I've watched that film a million times,
Well done, Liz.
but I just couldn't figure out what the sentence was with that.
And, we all learned something here today. So, Luke, Ben, Ash, you remembered what the names of the twins from Austin Powers Goldmember were. I remembered when trying to find pictures of those named twins from Goldmember. Actually make sure Safe Search is still on your computer.
Oh,
Apparently,
God.
it's used less ironically on lots of other websites around the internet today. So do be careful out there.
God.
Next up, I believe I have Luke, your phrase.
Yes. Okay, so it's Gwen. Gwen? Is it Gwen? Okay, Gwen, and then an
Somewhere where
equals sign.
it's somewhere where she is.
Okay, well it's Chris Martin's ex-wife equals sign. A box, so it's her head it's her head inside the box from the end of 7, and then it's it's Tim Curry from Red Alert.
What's he
Red
saying?
Alert, Siberian Sun or something. I'm escaping to the one place. Oh, Mars, I think. Does he escape to Mars in that game?
Couldn't possibly tell you.
Okay. Mars desert, like a sandy desert. Mars desert. So Gwen box. Oh, so maybe the first bit's no head. Her. Okay, so there's a Mars desert, and then we've got pea soup, can of pea soup, and then Hulk Hogan.
What's Hulk doing there?
And then I think this bit's you, probably. And then and then it ends on a dessert. Oh, okay. So P hook. P hook. Yes, P hook. P hook you. P hook you.
The phrase from a famous horror movie.
P hook you. P here. pair. Andy's cracking up. P here. P listen. P listen, you. Okay, so Mars desert, Mars sand.
This is
Mars
ridiculously difficult.
sand. Mars sand P.
Just making sounds at this
it's-
point.
Yeah, but it's funny if I make sounds and I watch your reactions. Mars sand
I
P.
know it. This is
We're like-
Ma-
stressful. I think I know it.
You got it. Oh, be careful.
Maybe. I'm not going to say anything, but maybe.
Head Mars sand P. You cream. You
Just at Ben hanging his head.
Just listen. Listen.
Would you have you got any guesses, Luke, or would you like Ben's help?
I definitely like Ben's help, to be honest.
Right, Ben,
I'm just
tag
laughing
in.
because I mean I've got no clue either. So
What's Gwen's surname again? I forget.
Gwyneth
Palpatine.
Paltrow.
Paltrow, yeah. Okay.
Palpatine.
Somehow Palpatine's returned.
So so Paltrow's head. So like Pal head, Gwyn head.
It says
I don't
equals.
know what
box.
that gift's from Red Alert, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, but Andy said, what's he saying? I'm escaping to the one place that has me corrupted by capitalism. I'm guessing that's
Where is
Mars.
that?
Or the moon.
The moon, yeah. Moon
Moon.
sand.
Moon sand. P.
Moon.
And where is Gwen?
in the box?
Box.
What's in the box?
Box moon.
In the box, moon sand. Is that right, Andy?
Box moon.
In the box.
I feel like if I'm right, they're going to be really pissed off.
I think
Mr.
I agree.
Marple is.
Yeah, likely.
I'm gonna push you for an answer,
Listen
gents, and then
here,
we've got a
Cream.
bedtime we're working towards.
Listen, you cream. No, I don't know. Unfortunately, sorry.
No, I don't know either.
Ash and Liz, I will pass it to you.
Take it away, Liz.
Is it in space? No one can hear you scream.
It is absolutely that. Well done.
Well
So,
done.
Gwen
Well,
Stefani's
I'll
not Gwen
get on
Stefani.
again in a million
Gwyneth
years.
Paltrow's head is in the
In.
box. Space. So he was in the desert there. Who can you see? No one. That's right.
Oh my!
No
In was
one.
sorry. In was. Oh my god! Just use like a pub or something.
A tavern.
Yeah.
In fairness, I didn't guess it from the top row. It was because I thought can hear you cream.
But it's
That's how-
use. There's multiple
Yeah.
use cream.
Yeah.
In space,
Andy,
no one can hear
you're
you
a-
cream.
Andy, you're a piece of work, mate.
Yeah. Funny if I didn't think of using a tavern, that would have been much
Can't
easier.
get mine.
Right, no, so you can get yours, and you get two if you get it all by yourself.
Okay.
Here is your one.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm literally writing this down on an envelope that's next to me because it's all that I've got. Oh fuck.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the person is that is being pointed at by Meg Ryan. So that might hinder me slightly. Okay.
Let's go through it for the listening audience at home. Who do we have on the top left here?
So I don't know, I don't want to say, I'm scared.
Well, without giving anything away, for those listening at home, there are some non-human people with a poster that says "sleep" behind them. They're looking around.
Oh my god, why can't I think of what the film is? I feel like I was really understanding all three of the other ones, but this one that's
This one's
actually
more.
mine,
This one's
I'm
harder.
right.
what the fuck?
This
And
is
then in this one,
cerebral.
There are three pictures of a famous martial artist, and there's an arrow pointing to the largest.
Okay.
And then below that, there are several arrows of Meg Ryan having an orgasm pointed all in the direction of a single gentleman. And then it's a repeat of the three martial artist pictures, specifically indicating the largest one.
Oh my god.
The famous phrase from a absolute classic horror movie.
Isn't it mad how, like, when it's not the pressure on you, everything seems
so easy.
simple, and then the minute you've got to think of something. I mean, I'm struggling to even think of the name of the first film, and I've seen it a million times, and I know what it is, but my brain has just completely gone blank.
It makes you feel any better, Liz. I wrote these, and when it first came, I was like, "Oh no, what's the answer to this one?" I do know.
Okay, great. That doesn't help me actually in any way. Okay.
I think I've ever seen you work so hard, Ash. It's like literally like the cogs in your head.
I know the martial artist, but like I'm trying to figure out. I'm working all the different angles of the name. It's just.
Would you like me to tag in Ash, Liz, and she can help you with some of the names and the people and
Yeah, I think
the
you're gonna
thought
have to.
process?
I don't think
Right.
I've got any chance on this on my own.
Well, the two big famous martial artists are Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, and that is Bruce Lee, I think.
Yes.
I think. So Big Bruce, Big Lee.
I was going. Yeah, I've written down Big Lee.
Yeah, and then the first frames from They Live, isn't it?
That's the one. Yeah.
I don't know what the aliens are called in it though, if they have a specific name. But yeah, it could be like They Live, Big Lee. Come on, man, Big Lee.
You're on the right track with the repeat of the word, but it's not just the big Lee comparative to the others.
Largely.
Oh,
Not large. I mean, he is a large Lee, but he's also
action Lee.
in comparison to the other two Lees.
Oh,
is that triggered it for Ben?
He's bigger. He's fighting. He's not. The other ones, he's just calm and chill, and he's all hot.
Strongly.
They live
Strongly.
Action Lee, fight Lee.
You definitely have the greatest amount of Lee here, right?
Yeah, Big Lee.
So what have you got?
Great Lee.
Not greatly.
Massively.
I mean, you're on the right track, but if you compare it to the other three, what if you were sharing this? You were around with your brothers and sisters,
I don't have any.
And your mom gave you these three Lees.
Yeah.
They gave you these three Lees.
And
you got given that little one where he's in his little waistcoat there, and you'd say, "Yeah, that's not fair. He's got
the Big Lee."
He's got the best Lee.
Best Lee.
I hate this. I hate this.
Cool Lee.
Look at Ben, he's going mad. Have you got it, Ben?
No, Ben, you're not allowed. Because I had to suffer through waiting for you to get
I know.
And I don't know who that man's name is, but I think it's Come On. Is what I think the arrow is.
She's not on him, but she's going towards him.
Come at
Big Lee. They live Big Lee. Come at Big Lee.
There are worlds where you're not a million miles away from this.
Or like the word obey just keeps coming in my head. Or sleep. Well, it's got sleep in the picture.
Command. Big Lee. Bigly, massively, greatly, hugely, coolly, fightly, martial artly.
You know what? I'm going to give you one clue on the Lee word, and then I'm going to push you for an answer after a few seconds. Okay. So, if that little picture of Bruce there is the least Lee,
mostly.
They
come at night. Mostly, isn't it? They go. That's what it is. It's from Aliens.
It is.
Sorry, I did not get the quote right.
Okay.
Oh,
go.
there you go. They...
I honestly would have never in a million years got that by myself.
So they from They Live,
Who's that guy?
mostly Jordan Knight.
Who?
New Kids on the Block.
Ah,
Who?
Yeah, that's someone coming at Jordan at night. There's the mostly again.
You couldn't
They're
have done
mostly come
like
at night.
The Dark Knight or
Oh,
Night School.
then you would have been like they mostly jizz on Batman. Bigly.
oh.
That is the end of that round. Talk amongst yourselves while I just tot up the scores that you got on that one and put them into the right places. Here you are for your first one. Ash, this one's yours. Pornographic actress turned Hollywood star in the X trilogy and divisive alien Hugh Grant does an impression of in Heretic. Two answers and they will rhyme. Would you like those again?
Ash's face is all of us right now.
No, 'cause I know the answer to the first one. So the actress turned pornographic star in the X series is Maxine Minks,
Yep.
and then alien impression.
A divisive alien that, for no reason, I believe, Hugh Grant's character does an impression of in the recent movie Heretic.
I don't. That's the thing. I've seen Heretic. I don't know what impression of an alien he's doing. So Maxine Minks drinks. Or does it rhyme with Maxine or Minks? This is the issue. Maxine, Borg Queen, Tatooine, Little Green Man. Oh, Andy. Just too good at the questions.
Maxine Minks and
Okay, so it's Minks. Sphinx. Drinks. Links. Stinks. Oh, Klingon. Drinks. Twinks. Stinks. Pinks. Tinks. Links. Links.
I'm going to count down. I'm going to give you a 5-second countdown, then others can shout out with the answer. First, come in. 5,
No.
4.
No.
It's open.
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh!
Oh!
Put your hand. Jar Jar Binks.
Maxine Minks. Jar Jar Binks.
Okay.
That is a steal from Luke. I will put that in your column there, Luke. Ben, this one's yours. Name the monster. Name of the monster from Pagan Legend in a Clive Barker short story, and the special eyewear used by Bart Simpson and Rowdy Roddy Piper to identify aliens masquerading as humans.
Oh, say the first one again.
The name of a monster from Pagan Legend in a Clive Barker story, and special eyewear used by Bart Simpson and Rowdy Roddy Piper to identify aliens masquerading as humans.
Rawhead Rex.
Yep.
And I mean, the second one's something specs, and I feel like X-ray specs sounds right. X-ray specs.
Rawhead Rex, X-ray specs. Very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Luke. Equipment used to lobotomize wayward dates in The Loved Ones and a haunted town in a Konami game.
What's the haunted town called again?
Can't tell if he's joking or not.
No, I don't know. I've not played Silent Hill 2. I've not seen the film in so long either. Ben, get ready to jump in.
So, equipment used to lobotomize wayward dates in The Loved Ones and a haunted town in a Konami game. I will prepare the countdown.
Oh wait, have you got anyone can jump in?
Once
Yeah.
I get to
Yeah.
the end. 3. Tell you what, before I hold my fingers up, I will have some kind of buzzer system. Shout your name. That will be your buzzer. Ready? Return to the countdown now. 3, 2, 1.
Ben.
Liz,
I heard
Liz.
Ash first.
Power
Ash,
Drill, Silent Hill.
Power Drill,
Yes!
Silent Hill. Very good.
Well done. I would have.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actual name of the. What was it called? Silent Hill. The sound.
It's called Silent Hill.
Because at one point
I think
you
I'm
said,
overcomplicating
"Oh yeah,
it.
I don't know that town in Silent Hill," and I went, "Excuse me."
What's that place in Silent Hill called?
I'll
Liz,
get
I will
mixed
turn
up.
to you for your rhyming question. J.M. Barrie character about to enter the Pooniverse as a horror monster, and the universal monster or character that has the real name Griffin.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I feel like I should have picked Luke's question.
Luke's
'cause I
questions.
knew the last one.
So
The
I'll
Loved Ones is
rephrase
one of my
that last bit
favourite
a
films,
second.
and I've-
So
yeah.
J.M. Barrie character about to enter the Pooniverse as a baddie, a slasher monster, and the universal mad scientist whose name is Griffin. I'll put up the timer.
I honestly don't know what
5,
either of those answer. I don't know who
4,
J.M. Barrie is.
3,
So.
2, 1. It's open.
Okay, I'm just gonna start speaking, and someone can pick it up if they get it, because hopefully this will help Liz. So Pooniverse is the Winnie the Pooh thing, and it should be Piglet that is the slasher villain. And then the original monsters, I thought Griffin was the Invisible Man. I'm not gonna lie, but
So
maybe.
Invisible Man.
Peter Pan, the Invisible Man.
Peter Pan, Invisible
Oh,
Man.
okay,
Very
there
good.
we go.
Thanks for all that hard work there,
Peter
Ash.
Pan?
Yep.
How is Peter Pan in the Winnie the Pooh universe?
Don't ask me.
Peter
Ask people
Pan's-
that have gone mad
Yeah.
with some.
Peter Pan's
I thought
Neverland
Piglet was
Nightmare.
was
he
Piglet in the
is.
first one.
Piglet's already there, but now
Yeah.
Peter Pan is now royalty free,
Oh.
so he's also
All the
heading in there.
peas getting scrambled.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have absolutely no idea who J.M. Barrie is. Am I meant to? Is
Of
that a
course you
sign?
don't, Peter Pan.
Pooniverse was the cute clue. Pooniverse was the clue more so than J.M. Barrie, I
Jan,
would say.
did she write Peter Pan or something? Andy, did you say?
Yeah. Ash, I'll return to you for another rhyming clue. A star of many horror films, including several turns as Dracula / Stephen King horror, where sometimes dead is better.
Sometimes Dead is better as Pet Cemetery. What was the first one again? I got too excited about Stephen King.
An iconic star of horror movies, including several turns as Dracula and
Christopher Lee, Pet Cemetery.
Christopher Lee, Pet Cemetery. Very good. Ben, yours. Recent film in which a bereaved family are stalked by a creature masquerading as their recently deceased patriarch, and Romero film starring the Mentalists, Simon Baker.
Oh. Give me the first bit again, please.
A recent horror film in which a bereaved family are stalked by a creature that masquerades as their recently deceased patriarch, and then Romero film starring the Mentalists, Simon Baker.
I'm pretty sure that's Land of the Dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Land of the Dead.
Land of the Dead. So is it another of the Dead film?
Land of the Dead.
Ready for the
Dead.
steal.
Land of the Dead.
5. 1. Time.
Ash!
Evil Dead.
Ash.
Daddy's Head, Land of the Dead.
Yeah.
Daddy's Head, Land of the Dead.
You literally. Oh, dude.
Literally watched it the other day.
Ash.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
Oh no, your medicine. Does it taste bitter?
It's disgusting. Oh, Daddy's Head. I
Um,
wouldn't have got that, I don't think.
Luke, here is yours. Sexually transmitted ghoul movie plus a place Christina Ricci is chased by a decapitated equine specialist.
That sounds like It Follows and The Headless Horseman. It follows Sleepy Hollow.
It follows Sleepy Hollow. Very good,
Oh,
Luke.
I thought we were having a rhyme too on the. Where's that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Liz, here is yours.
What have I been given that one?
Here's yours. Titular exclamation from Jordan Peele's Alien thriller / thing Damien's nanny needs for his special birthday surprise.
Nope and rope.
Nope and rope, very good.
Yes, finally.
And I've got one more set of rhymes for you. Ash, one for you. M. Night Shyamalan film, your mate, about a killer with multiple personalities / one syllable name for a creature that stalks Derry in Maine. Even the question rhymes.
So the killer with multiple personalities is Split, and the monster is It.
Split It, very good.
Split
Ben.
it, baby.
British horror sequel receiving a legacy follow-up in 2025 / John Goodman's character's job in Arachnophobia.
Ha!
Oh, Jesus. Why can't I think of the word for what his job is? Spider. Spider killer man. Pest control feller.
One that rhymes with a British horror film that has a legacy sequel next year.
British horror film that has a legacy sequel next year. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know it.
I feel like this is easy, and what am I doing? I'm fumbling. I'm fumbling the bag.
5,
The bag is
4,
fumbled.
3, 2, 1. Time.
Liz.
Liz.
28 years later, Exterminator.
Next later, Exterminator. Very good.
Oh, nice.
Spider killer feller. That's all I can think. Exterminator. Well done. That was good.
Excuse me. I'm choking out here. Luke, it's yours.
Mhm.
Thriller in which an author is held hostage by his biggest fan / name of the star, first names of the star of Prom Night.
Misery, Jamie Lee.
Misery, Jamie Lee, very good.
That's a nice one.
Liz, to
Sounds really good.
finish. Psychokinetic prom queen / film in which a young man is convinced his neighbor is a vampire. For it to rhyme, you'll need a full name.
Oh, Carrie White Fright Night.
Carrie White, Fright Night, very good.
That's good. I want more of
The
these,
rhyme
Andy.
ones are quite
You
satisfying.
got any
aren't
more
they?
of these? Are good.
Yeah.
Keep them going.
Yeah.
I don't have any more rhymes because you know what, they're a bastard to write. But I do have another round that I borrowed from Richard Osman today where I'm going to read you a statement as if it's a fact from a horror film, but one word is incorrect. If you change one word, it will make it a correct statement about a horror film. So you need to just correct it for me after I cough for a second. Hang on.
Do you just say the word that needs to be corrected?
Yeah, you want to correct the word and tell me it shouldn't be that. It should be this.
Okay.
Ash, we will start with you. So the incorrect statement I'm going to give you is, in the menu, Anya Taylor-Joy orders a hot dog from a deranged chef, saving her from a fate of being made into a big old plate of s'mores. So which part of that sentence is wrong? Do you want me to read it again?
S'mores? Isn't s'mores the wrong bit? Okay, everyone's gone quiet. I thought s'mores was the wrong
Too
bit.
scared to say something.
You want to give it away. So in the menu, Anya Taylor-Joy orders a hot dog from a deranged chef, saving her from a fate of being made into s'mores.
Yeah. But she's not s'mores. The
She's
s'mores
not.
bit's wrong.
She doesn't get made into s'mores because of her order, right?
Yeah.
So
But she's not going to get made into s'mores. That's the bit that's wrong.
saves her because everyone else gets made into a thing, right? So
they get made dead.
by being made into, well, allegedly. So would you say the word s'mores is wrong, and that's the one you would like to change?
I'm being questioned a lot on this, so I'd like to hear the line again.
Okay, here it is. One more time. It's an incorrect statement. One word should be changed. In the menu, Anya Taylor-Joy's character orders a hot dog from a deranged chef, saving her from a fate of being made into s'mores.
Emphasis on saving is making me stressed as well. Saving her. Yeah. She does order a hot dog, right? Or is it a burger? I think she does order a hot dog. and it is Anya Taylor-Joy. So I don't think she gets. I don't think the threat is s'mores. I don't think the threat is s'mores.
What do you think it is? What would you
I
change
don't-
s'mores
that
to?
wasn't what we were. That wasn't what the
You've
question
got to
was.
tell me what you change it to.
The
What would
question
it?
was.
What was?
The question was what bit's wrong.
Yeah, what bit's wrong and what is the right answer?
Oh, I can't
Fine,
remember.
I'll rewrite this on the fly. I will get you 1 point if you can tell me the word is wrong, and a second point if you tell me what it should be.
S'mores is wrong. I know that they all have like they're gonna be killed, and you know it's like, oh, I've got to make the best meal, and then that's the end of it. But
So you say s'mores is wrong, and it should be you don't know.
It should be pork chop.
It's not. Unfortunately, you have neither part correct. I'm going to count it down, and it's open for anyone to buzz in with their name in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Luke.
Liz.
I had Luke first.
Hot dog should be burger.
Dog is burger. Just one for a steal.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did
she orders a
say that.
cheeseburger.
I said
Yeah,
that.
you were close.
Oi, raw, give me that back. I said it.
After s'mores.
Nah, I said, oh, I think it's a burger.
That was definitely right. I'll add one to Luke's there. Ben, one for you. It's all going quite well in Alien Romulus until the nice robot Andy is corrupted to serve the company under the direction of Oak, a deranged science officer robot.
Oh, can I have the steel?
If he fucks it up, yeah.
It's not oak, it's ash.
I will only give you 1 point for that, Luke, because it isn't Oak. You are correct, but your correction was wrong.
Oh,
So
it's
1
not
point.
ash. It's the next. It's a different one. Is that right?
I
You call me
couldn't
Luke as
possibly
well,
say
so
because I
you
will
lose
give
a
the
point.
chance for someone to take. It's not. Yeah, I will allow people to buzz in and say it's not Oak. It should be something else. In 3, 2, 1, it's open.
I thought it was ash, to be honest.
No, it's the same model, but it's a different name, and now I can't remember what it is.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it isn't actually him, is it? No.
Jimmy.
Not Jimmy. The correct answer is Rook, which you are right is stupid
Ah.
because it should have been a different kind of tree. Luke, here is yours. In Giallo movie Opera, the horrible killer almost gets away with it when he manages to fake his own death during a scenery collapse at the theatre. Or a scenery collapse.
I've not seen Opera. It's one of the few Argento films I've not seen. Say again. So, do it again. Sorry.
The killer in Opera almost gets away with it when he manages to fake his own death in a scenery collapse.
That all sounds correct. Like it could be correct. The Phantom of the Opera guy manages to. Did you say it again one more time?
He almost gets away with it when he manages to fake his own death in a scenery collapse.
Maybe it's the scenery collapse bit. Fake his own death, fake his own life. No. Scenery collapse. I feel like no, because it's all on fire, isn't it? At the end. So scenery collapse, scenery fire. Let's go with.
Correct, Luke. He manages to fake his own death in horrible fire. Well
I only
done.
got that from the poster image. I think is the Phantom mask on
mate.
fire.
Good shit.
I feel like Liz, you might feel vindication for your question set choice right now.
Oh God, don't say that in case I don't.
In Terrifier 3, Sierra and her brother Jonathan meet up once again as Art the Clown returns. It's also Christmas.
What? Say that again, sorry.
For you one more time. In Terrifier 3, Sierra and her brother Jonathan meet up once again as Art the Clown returns. It's also Christmas.
It's not Sierra, it's Sienna.
Very good. 2 points, Liz.
My boy, he's looking over me.
He's pictured like where you see people's like Jesus pictures in the background, you know, where it's like looking down.
Yeah.
I'm literally-
Jesus saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. This fell very nicely for you, and this is why I get you to choose your questions at random. I have 2 rounds for you left. There are effectively just 3 questions left before we finish and get ready to go to bed. But
Oh
we
my
could not
God.
have a horror hangout quiz without a game of Hammer's Hammer, which is, of course, a bit like Mallet's Mallet if you grew up in the right era for it. If not, it's just a little bit of a word game where I'll ask you a question. There is a set of answers that would be correct, and I'll give you a few seconds to give an answer. If you can't, as long as you don't repeat anything or pick something that's not on the list, otherwise you would be out, and points will come out as no points for the person who is out first, 1 point for the person who goes third, 2 points for the person who is the runner-up, and then 3 points for the person who wins that little game. It is a harder game to explain, so I will play a little round of practice with you. So let's say I said, and I'm not going to say this in the thing, but if I was to say to you, I want names of the 7 dwarfs, and I turn to you first, Ash, and you would say
Grumpy.
Grumpy, and then it would go to Ben.
Sleepy.
Sleepy, then it would go to Luke.
Stinky.
What did you say?
Stinky.
Stinky is not one, so Luke would be out.
What?
When I was listening back to a previous episode, we genuinely used like flavors of crisps as the example version, and I picked 4 players who were all really into crisps by the sound of it, because I was like, okay, we get the idea. This is how it works. Let me bring up the appropriate page on Letterboxd, because I would like to begin this round. I have 2 versions, 2 rounds of this to play. And the first one, I'm going to turn to a fine actor who has been in 116 films in his illustrious career. I'm going to have to do lots of scrolling up and down on this to get there. It is not limited to his film appearances in horror films, because I'm not putting a filter on this. So if they happen to have been in a non-horror film and you know the title of it, that is on the cards. Not revealing the person's name until the last minute to limit your thinking time. Ash, so you're prepared. I will turn to you first. So the breaking here is anything that this actor has a credit for and appears on their Letterboxd page, just the title of the film. The actor in question is the one and only Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. Ben.
Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2. Luke.
Bongo.
Correct. Liz.
Doctor Strange.
Give me a little bit more.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, or
Very
whatever
good.
it's called.
Yep. Back to you, Ash.
Army of Darkness.
Yep.
Bubba Hotep.
Yes. Luke.
Oh man, you stole it. The Evil Dead. What's the TV show called again?
It's not on his letterboxd, I am afraid, Luke.
Oh well.
Luke is out. I will return. I will restart with you when you're ready, Liz.
Pass. I think I'm out as well. I don't know.
Liz is out as well. I will return to you, Ash. Have you got anything else?
Bubba Hotep was my last one in the brain, honestly. He's in the 3 Evil Deads, and I don't know. We can't have TV shows because it didn't come up on Letterboxd, does it?
If it's not on his letterboxd. Some do, but it's not on there.
106 films. I feel so bad for this poor man that, like, I only can boil him down to 4. I'm sorry, Brucey.
If you don't get anything for me, Ben, to get a full point. Otherwise, I guess I will give. Oh, it feels harsh. Luke was eliminated first. I guess I will just give. If you're all together, I will give maybe
The friends
maybe
you made
2
along the
points
way.
to everyone that
I was
came
gonna
to Ben.
say-
Unless Ben has got one more.
Have I got an answer?
You've got to have one
Forget
more
it.
if you want them. If you want an extra point, Ben.
Spider-Man.
Oh. Yeah.
Spider-Man's good. Thank you very much. There you
Wrestling
go.
announcing man in Spider-Man.
Maniac Cup. It's all,
He was in
it all
Maniac
comes
Cup
to you
one
as
and
soon
two.
as it's
Coming back to
finished.
you
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Too late, mate.
Right, so on that one, because 3 people went out together, I will give everyone 2, and then Ben can have 3. That's kind, isn't it? It's almost Christmas. Come on.
You're so kind, Andy. So kind and generous.
Wait,
Wait, wait, questioning it now.
did we all go out together, or did I not get to?
You got 2. Then
Did
the others
everyone-
got 2, and then they burned out on their third one.
Did you get 2?
No, I only got 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, in that case,
I think I just said Congo. Yeah, I can't
Right, I
understand
only
yours.
got 1. I
in
only
that
got
case,
Dr.
then
Shane.
I will. I will leave. Ash, you can go on 2.
Andy.
The other guys,
Thank you.
because that's the way the cycle went. You can have 2. Ben can have 3. Sorry, Luke and Liz, but you're cancelled down to 1. There we go. Of course, things have to be equal as well. So now I'm going to turn you to another actor. This time,
Is it Nick Cage?
a lady that we all know well, has a storied horror career, and whose husband loves her very, very much indeed.
Oh, Ms. Siegel.
Someone who's arguably their husband loves them even more than
Mila.
Mike Flanagan loves Katie Siegel.
Oh, is it Underworld lady? No,
I would say
sorry, Resident
the-
Evil lady.
It is Mila
Yeah.
Jovovich herself. Let me
Oh,
just get
God.
up her letterboxd.
God, he loves his wife.
He does. He does. I tell you
You
what.
should wear a cat suit for this scene. Oh,
Yeah.
all right, I will. I will.
More outfit change than Taylor Swift in the average Mila Jovovich film. Right, Mila has been in a total of 70 films. Apparently, according to Letterboxd, I've seen 12% of them. So I've got a lot of work to do.
Wow.
I have Mila Jovovich's film. Again, it's anything that she has a credit on on her Letterboxd page. Ash, we will re-begin with you. And obviously, before we begin, everyone, I rely on you to police people repeating these things.
I already said Resident Evil, so I'm gonna have to knuckle
Yeah,
down with Resident
You
Evil.
got Resident Evil, original recipe, Resident Evil.
Mhm.
Ben.
Hellboy, the Neil Marshall one.
Yep, it's good. Luke.
Fifth Element.
Yep. Liz.
Oh, I'm going to take a guess here because I can't remember if it's the right Alien film. Is she the one that's in Dark Skies?
Do I see Dark Skies? Let me have to check this unless anyone knows already. Let me just put this film name.
It might be the other Alien film. There was like 2 around the same time. And
I
she
know the
plays
one
like-
you're thinking of.
Yeah, I
I
was
know
trying
the
to
one
think
you're
of
Is
that
thinking
the
of.
other one, I'm afraid, Liz.
Yeah,
So
I thought so.
afraid that's
fine.
all over for you, Liz.
Also, the Resident Evil films are shit, so it's fine.
I thought we were teammates. Gee, weird.
The games are phenomenal. The films are shit.
Ash,
Nah.
we will
Yeah.
restart with you.
There's not enough Leon for me.
The
Not
fourth
enough
kind.
sex, yeah.
The fourth kind. Yes.
One.
Ben.
Yeah, you got them.
Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Yes, that's fine. Luke.
Scary.
Monster Hunter? Is that what it's called?
Yes. Back to you, Ash.
Okay, I need to start digging into that. I was going to go Apocalypse, so I know that's the name of one of them. So we're going to return to the world of Resident Evil. And I'm going to go Resident Evil 2.
Does have a subtitle. I'll give you a chance to go for it.
Fuck me. Right, Resident Evil, the final chapter. Let's go for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we
Resident Evil,
go.
the final chapter is good. Ben.
Wait, me again or Luke?
Yep. Ben.
Me. Resident Evil Extinction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Extinction. You're all in.
Oh yeah.
Luke.
I'm out.
Luke is out.
Uh,
I'll return to you, Ash, for another one.
Resident Evil. Oh man! So in the first one, they're in this country called Resident Evil, and then it's Resident Evil, and they're in that Las Vegas, and it's real sandy, and that's because there's extinction, apocalypse, and there's the final chapter, and Jill Valentine turns up, and she has that big jewel on her boobs. Resident Evil, contamination. Oh,
It is not contamination. Ben, for an extra point, if you can get one more.
I honestly can't think of what any of the other Resident Evil.
we're on the same
Films are
score right
called.
now. I'd like to point out.
Yeah, you're the same score. You'll get the same points if Ben doesn't get one.
Now you've said that. They're all like none of them are named after the film, and they're all like shit words like that, and they're like apocalypse, contamination. Blah, 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 blah. I just can't pick. I'm trying to picture like the posters. Resident Evil, Extinction is 3, and then 4 is Resident Evil.
Count you down, Ben. In 5, 4, 3,
Resident Evil
2, 1.
Nemesis.
He's tied. It's not Nemesis. You could have had, if you were playing along at home, for Bruce
That was
Campbell, you
bad.
could have also had many other Spider-Man films, or you could have had The Man with the Screaming Brain. Next up, for Resident
Spider-Man.
Evil, you could have, of course, had Afterlife, Retribution.
Oh, I've written down Retribution as well. I should have gone
Resident
for
Evil
that.
Retribution. You could have also had other films, including The Messenger and Lucky Trouble.
Yeah, the Messenger.
And
Lucky
he got Game.
Trouble.
He got Game, Future World, Faces in the Crowd, Dazed and Confused, Dirty Girl, The Claim, Chaplin,
Dirty
Breathe.
girl. You dirty girl.
Ultraviolet, of course.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. No, all the Resident Evil films just blur into one, don't they? Because they're all kind of equally.
I watched them all back to back. I love the Resident Evil films. I think people just have to like just accept that they are designed to be Millie.
Do you love the
Jovovich
bit where
films.
she she fights that guy at the end of the final chapter, and he goes, "I've got that technology that means I can predict everything you do." Papa! It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
He's got Sherlock Holmes
I've got that
powers.
technology. I win. Oh, cheers. See you later.
Just turn all these up here and take you out like that and you like that. Right now, a
Right.
very interesting scoreboard here.
Remember, Ben gets -2 points for cheating.
Okay. So currently in joint third position, got the L team here. We've got Liz and Luke both on 15. Still an impressive score,
The
I
L
might
team.
add. Meanwhile, at the top here, there's only 1 point in it. Currently, Ash has 23 and Ben has 22. I read them in the wrong order there for drama purposes, but a little bit confusing. Ash is currently in the lead with
Now
23
he's cheating. Now
points.
he's
How did
cheating.
this happen? Oh, I'd like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank my dad.
It's not over
Okay.
yet.
Right. I'm going to give you, because it's Christmas, I have 2 possible final questions for you. To explain how the final question always works is you have points in the bank right now, and I'm going to invite you to get your phones out and DM me on whichever platform you have me on, because I'm going to get you to make a bet, legally distinct from Jeopardy style, how many of your points you want to bet on the final answer.
Oh, I feel sick.
Now, I'm going to ask you as a group to decide. I can have 2 options for the final question. There can be one which is numbers based, and the person who wins it will be the person who is able to get the closest. So there will only be one possible winner. Only one person is going to be able to get that question right, and everyone else who doesn't get the closest will lose the points that they've bet. Or I can just ask you a final horror trivia question. I think it's not an obscure movie, but it's a tricky one. And then there is a chance that all of you could get it right, because there is just a right or wrong answer, and you're betting how many points you want to put on it. Would you prefer only one person can get it right, or everyone can get it right? Put it to you, the group.
The trivia question is what I would vote for.
So 1 vote for the trivia.
I feel like every year we've done that ridiculous thing where you do the close number.
Yeah.
What
So
do
you
you
just
call
want
that?
the
So I feel like we
question.
have to. It's tradition.
Oh, you want to go the tradition? So 1 vote each.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm going to lose regardless, so I'm not really that fussy, to be honest. But as Ash is on my team, I'll go with trivia to support her.
Well, I
Ben?
feel like if I just say the numbers one, then we're at loggerheads. So let's say,
Yeah.
I think I remember winning a very good. I remember winning a very fun quiz before on a very niche bit of trivia. So
Going to do a bit of
let's
trivia.
go for a bit of trivia. Yeah.
I feel
We're
like
going to go for a
trivia's
bit of trivia. Right
good
then,
strength.
let us go out with how many points you would like to bet. So Ash, you have 23 points to play with. Ben, you have 22. You could gamble. Luke and Liz, you both have 15. Send me a DM as to what you'd like to get. Ash, I believe I already have yours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight in.
well, this is
Oh,
always
Is it
Ben.
like double or nothing though? If we get it right, we get back.
But yeah,
however
if
many
you
points we
if
get.
you get the question right, you will win that many points
Okay.
for doing that. If you get it wrong, then you will lose that many points. And I've got Ben's bet.
All right, do you know what? I'm going to lose anyway, so I might as well just go for it.
Liz, I have your
Is it like,
bet.
are we shouting this out or are we?
No, I'll let you do the same. DM me your answers and I will tell you the correct. Just after your bet, then, Luke. Or have you sent it to me on a different platform?
Yeah, I sent it via Discord.
Okay, let me
You
just
sent it
open
via
this up here.
MySpace, mate. And you logged in? Get yourself logged in.
Oh, I've got it. So yeah, very, very well done, everybody. There's been years when I've got it on 4 different platforms. Right, that is Luke's bet in everyone's bets. And then here is your final question of the evening. It is about a horror
Wait.
classic.
How do we answer?
Same. DM me the answer, and then I'll
DM.
reveal.
Oh.
I'll reveal the answer, who was correct, who was wrong, and what the final scores are, all in one go. So, the final question: a Christmas classic, a horror classic, a beloved film by all. I hope. Gremlins, one of my favourites, but those pesky Mogwai, led by Stripe and his ruffians. What food is it that they trick Billy Peltzer into feeding them after midnight that allows them to turn into their monstrous forms? What type of food is it that he tricks them into giving them?
I've sent my answer.
Jesus Christ.
I'm saying
man.
it because I think I'm confident, but I'm not too sure if it's the correct answer.
I literally watched this like a week ago, and I still can't remember.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm just guessing.
Can we Google it?
I did think surely
Can you
if you
Google
can,
it?
you can Google it.
So if you
I can see it. That's what Ben's doing. I can see it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Your face keeps lighting up as the screen comes on.
Yeah.
I want to ask Jeeves, actually.
Dear Jeeves, what does he feed them? I've got from Luke and I've got Liz's as well. Let me just make sure I've got the right.
Let's repeat the question one more
Absolutely.
time so I can fully.
So I've got time to Google it.
Yeah, so
I've got time to Google it. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't lie to myself.
Come on, Ben.
The question one more time, Ben, is in beloved Christmas and horror film Gremlins, what food is it that Stripe and the other bad Mogwai trick Billy into feeding them after midnight that allows them to attain their monstrous final forms?
No, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I don't think I know, so that's a guess.
Very ill prepared today. I didn't do the formulas in time, so I'm just going to have to add this up itself. Right, Ben, have I got your answer? Have you sent it in?
Yes.
Okay.
Ad implies that someone's got it right.
I have received Ben's answer, and so
What happens if we all get it wrong? Just lose the points.
then it'll all come down to how you
You
bet, I
bet.
guess.
How did you bet, Ben?
It was very tense.
Sorry,
Still
just
feeling
gotta do
confident, Luke?
this.
You feeling confident? You answered within seconds, so surely.
Well, I've not seen that film since I was a kid, but I have a really strong memory. It might be a false memory of what they eat. And now I'm thinking, should it be more of a Christmassy? Oh, I might be giving something away. I don't say. Ignore everything I've said.
Everyone's
got
giving
your
their
answers
answers
now,
Dan.
it's all good.
Everyone's giving their answers.
Oh, okay. Then I think maybe it was a Christmassy food that they would have eaten because that would have been like thematically more proper. But no, I think I can't remember. We'll see anyway. We'll find out.
Well, I have the results for you now. Let me just
Oh,
make sure I've
God.
totaled this up correctly.
My belly's flipping.
It's like Christmas Day.
It is. It's a bit like that.
Almost.
I'm about to be disappointed.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, just like Christmas Day.
Right. I have the results for you, and they're ready to announce the winners of this year's Horror Hangout Quiz of the Year. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. If you're listening, because it will maybe erupt into chaos shortly, you've enjoyed playing along with us as well at home. Tell me what score you got. I'd be very interested to know. For now, the answers, though. Billy is tricked by Stripe and the other bad mogwai into feeding them some delicious, but if a little bit greasy, chicken drumsticks, some fried chicken. 2 of you got it right. 2 of you got it wrong. How did you bet? I'll tell you how you bet. Ash bet the absolute farm on it and said cereal. So Ash finishes in 4th place on a big 0
Oh,
goose
no.
egg.
Oh no.
It was all or nothing, baby. It was all or nothing.
In
Respect.
3rd place,
Respect.
also getting it wrong with the answer of pizza, but betting a little bit more conservatively. I have Ben Errington, who finished on 17. A little conservative bet there. So it's all change at the top. In 2nd place, took a little gamble there, and took a little gamble, but not too much. It was Liz. Liz, you finished on 25, but the man who bet everything
ridiculous.
and got it right,
Everything.
Luke Kondor, finished on 30.
This is
30
ridiculous
points, Luke.
because
Put the
I played
championship hat
so
on.
bad the entire night.
Well done. Oh, you got,
He
you
did
got
it.
your winning hat as well. He knew it was going to happen. He's got his winning
Oh.
hat.
With the little bell on. Oh.
You did it.
Yeah.
With a little
Well,
bell on. Luke's little bell.
Congratulations, Luke. A glorious return to the
Well done.
podcast, and you've
Well
done
done.
it. Thank you for playing, everybody. I had fun. I hope you did, apart
I
from the
would-
torturous bit.
I'd like a little bit of investigation into if Luke cheated also.
Yeah, we said, Luke, say something like, what town Silent Hill is in Silent Hill to make really throw him off the scent. Really throw him off the scent.
Luke, don't listen to them. They're just bitter that me and you did shit all the way through. And then
The thing
at the
is,
end.
I've done this
Oh,
every
there's
year.
been a
and
team
I've
divide here
realized I've realized it really doesn't matter how well you do throughout the entire thing. It's always the last question.
Yeah.
That last question.
I'd like to say I won the real part. Just
No, you just say what you want, but I'm wearing the hat, so
it's true. You've got the little bell on, and congratulations. I feel like I should say it because otherwise I will devolve into a spiral of very mean words. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Actually, she
Well-earned
wasn't drinking
win.
today. That is now gonna be upended as soon as we hang up. It's like straight to the drinks cabinet, like someone's had a bad day in EastEnders.
Oh.
Can I just ask though, because we were set up as teams and I came
yeah.
2nd place overall and Ash got the most points overall, right? So does
Yeah.
that mean that we
I was about to
win?
say, allow me to do the maths and see what your combined score is, but I know what Ash's score is.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
We got
Yeah, I'm
those points.
Cumulatively, the guys win because they have points to add on there. But I think if in the interest of it being Christmas, I think we all won something here today. The right answers are the friends you make along the way, of course. But
Did we-
Liz, most improved, I think, from the end from that final score there, from the first round where I could see the stress on your face.
I was stressed the whole time.
When you're banging out those rhymes, though, it was easy, and then a
you know what
terrifier
it is?
question at the end.
I'm not good under pressure. I've always been like, when people are like really good in exams and stuff, I'm always like, give me 2 hours to write you like a 10,000 word essay on something. I'll nail it. But ask me like my own surname and give me a second to reply, and I'll be like, I don't know.
Well, join us next year when one of our rounds will be compare and contrast these
Andy, can I also
2,000
ask,
words.
are we unbeaten by a number of years? I say we. I've got Luke to thank, but we beat the last year's Team VHS, didn't we? Did we
You
beat
did.
no, did we lose to the guys from Their Queer? I think we did, didn't we?
You know, I'm gonna have to go back and look.
think
I
we
will
did,
tell
yeah.
you. I'll tell you in post, Ben. So you can put like a thing out saying X number of years champions.
Yeah.
But I know that you lost to John and Zoe during lockdown
Yeah.
because of the fateful Resident Evil question that you still keeps you awake at night.
Sure does.
Um,
Sure does. Sure
but yeah,
does.
yeah, you've a pretty good record. You have a pretty good record, and you maintained it today as well. So well done, everybody. But
And
yeah,
do you always host the questions? Are you always the question master?
I
Andy's
do
always the
always host the
question master, yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
And it's
Maybe
got
next year you should let me and Ash host, and it'll be you.
Oh, you know,
there we go.
I'd be very
Look at
happy to
that.
play along. If you're happy to take on the admin, I would love a game.
I love the idea of that. Andy,
Me and Ash can
as
put you in
usual.
then to
Yeah.
the test.
questions are amazing, and they get better year on year, don't they?
Yeah, they're great.
I like the
Great
drawings.
pictures. The picture rounds are always the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Very clearly a recorder and not a flute as well. Just the
Yeah.
attention to
It
detail.
is recorded. Oh,
It's that little flourish at the end that does it,
Yeah.
not it?
You
So
thought
the-
about that.
Was that the film with Osama bin Laden in it? Or was that
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, amazing.
What I need actually is more felts. I need more different colours, I guess, so I can do a wider range of clothing.
we'll
You
see
like
what
it, you got
Santa brings.
kill list within seconds. Just saw it and you went, that's kill list, mate. I've seen
I
that.
did those straw masks so well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
If you know you've got straw masks and naked people about, what it's going to be?
I
I
know you're
wasn't
pretty
sure
limited.
if they were naked for a second because I thought you'd drawn like an ill-shaped ivy leaf to cover the groin, and then realised that it was the groin. I
Yeah,
was like,
it was
"Ooh,
just the there's
that's
no
a
green
crazy
there.
one."
I've got a green pen. I
They
could have
come
done
in
that.
different shapes and sizes. They
I was
sure
like, I
do.
haven't seen one of those before.
Oh.
Well, thank you
Yes.
for playing, everybody. I will let everyone get ready and go to bed because otherwise Santa won't be coming in a day's time if you've overslept. Yeah, thank you for playing. Thanks for listening. Thanks to actually, Ben, you can do the thing. You've heard enough from me. Can you do the outro, please? Very
We'll do
tired.
it off the cuff. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
go on.
thanks everybody for listening. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Liz, for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks, Luke, for winning. Appreciate it. Always great to have you back on the show, of course, and where it all began. Yeah, if you want to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/horror hangout, or go to horrorhangout.co.uk for all of our social media there. Watch the show on YouTube or listen on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Thank you. Until
And
next
join
time.
us next week for
Next week, we're doing a
roughly, film of the year, right?
Next
Films
week
of
we're
the
doing a
year.
roundup 2024. Listen to our top 10 favorites, and ones we didn't like so much. Actually, we won't be negative. Let's be positive. Positive vibes only.
Positive vibes only. Top 10 of the year. Lots to talk about. Lots to look forward to. And lots to be excited for in 2025. Enjoy your Christmas, everybody. Whether you choose to celebrate or not, just have a nice time off. Enjoy Nosferatu in a couple of weeks as well. Why don't you?
Oh, hell
For
yeah.
now, though,
Film of the year.
I will say to you goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.